Yo, sorry to anybody who was on Twitch. I'm sorry, the category was very off at the beginning. My fault about that. I've been a little bit rushed today. We're very lucky I was able to make it back at all in time for a stream, so my fault about that. Anyways, give me one more second. Bit of a tonal shift there, wouldn't you say? Hello, everybody. Hello, and welcome into the stream. 'Tis I, your Christmas rat of choice. I hope. If there's other ones out there, you better tell me. Because we could have a like collab or some kind of thing. I'm out here trying to network, okay? I'm doing my best. So hello, everybody. I've got to drink my singular little Coke Zero. It's going to be the caffeine stimulation that gets me going through. One day he will finish this. I don't even think we are. I think we might be 1/3 of the way through this game. Maybe. Being very generous, we might be 30% through the game. Maybe. But that's being overzealous. So we still got a ways to go. Anyways, let me take my little stimmy of caffeine. I know it's in the form of a Coke Zero, and you might say that's not much caffeine. Doesn't take much to get me going, all right? One look in my direction and somebody saying my name, and then I'm ready to go. I've now 100% in Mortal Kombat X, and I regret nothing and everything. How many online games have you played? Dude, Coke Zero is a horrible choice. What the fuck? I'm live. Coke Zero might be the single most over-carbonated drink of all time. Now, I love it for it. Don't get me wrong. That's precisely why it's my drink of choice. Because each sip, because you stream like 2 to 3 hours and this game is fucking like 100 hours. It's probably like 60 or 70 if I had to guess. Yeah, it's probably somewhere around that. If you don't think it's physically possible, go check the Persona 3 VODs. We played all of Persona 3 on stream, made by the same developers. It's possible. It just takes a while. But I don't mind. It's a nice one to have on Saturdays to just tune on. Because the alternative would just be I sit here and play the Bazaar again. Which, like, yeah, I mean, the Bazaar is fun and all. But I don't know. I like having a little bit of variety. Some would say it's the spice of life. Not everybody, you know, is a huge fan of spices, as can be seen in certain cuisines. I'm not going to call them out. You know who I'm talking about. I didn't say a name, and yet a place popped into your mind. Isn't that crazy? I said there was not a single name said there. It's interesting. The memory leaks are impressive.
All right, then.
Hopefully, when they put it into open beta, I'm praying that the memory leaks are fixed. Let me know if the audio is doubling up, because there's been some kind of similar issue with the audio doubling up, but I can't remember. So if it ever sounds like there might be like it's duplicating it, it's very possible that it is. I'm looking too far off to the side. Hold on. I have to recalibrate my thing for a second. I was out up until very recently. Now, what was I up to? You know, the coolest shit of all time. There was a Pokemon Go community day going on. And of course, I had to get in on that. So, I was out doing that for a bit earlier today. Not exactly the most important of all time, I recognize, but it's also because, you know, I don't really get the most time in the world to spend time with my little brother now that I've moved out, and he still loves Pokemon Go, so we go and do the community days together and all that kind of stuff. So I was definitely not going to miss it at all. Anyways, bro, it was 33 degrees Fahrenheit out, maybe 34, maybe 35, but like barely over freezing if you speak Celsius, or maybe even Kelvin if you are a Kelvin style gamer. Hold on, it's not picking up my mouth right. Son of a bitch. Give me 1 second. Sorry, my VTube studio does not want to cooperate at all today, which is really awesome. Precisely what I was hoping for. Okay, sorry. I just had to do some mouthing exercises so that I could actually start tracking my mouth in the correct way. Hopefully. I mean, you'll let me know, probably, if it looks bad still. If it does, maybe we can keep that to ourselves now, because it doesn't seem as though anything I do will be changing any of that going forward. It seems completely up to whether or not the powers that be will allow it to be or not. Anyways, so it was barely a degree above freezing, and the wind chill made it feel like it was 4 or 5 degrees below freezing. I may well have lost circulation within my hand in order to get one shiny Pokemon, and honestly, these are sacrifices we simply must make. So now, to catch up, by the way, if any...
Waiting. Let's go sniff out that bounty, shall we?
All right, well, Norris just kind of told us what we're up to. We're about to sniff a bounty, which I've been waiting for. I'm a stone enjoyer. I measure heat off how the biggest rock in Dublin feels when I touch it. That's pretty, yeah, you know what? Fair. The mouth ain't opening a visually pleasing amount. Son of a bitch. Give me 1 second. We're tweaking this shit while I'm live. You can see my face for half a second there. Well, not my real face, a wireframe version of it. I probably shouldn't do this whilst I'm... Okay, fine. You won't get to see. Hold on, that's industry secrets. I'm just gonna go artificially force my mouth to open more, whether I want it to or not. Because in theory, it should be opening a decent amount right now because I am just talking. But it definitely is not opening a pleasing amount. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna change something real quick in physics. I don't know why it's acting like this today and not most other days. Granted, maybe I just don't notice how little my mouth moves sometimes. But I'm gonna hope that that's not the case. We love that. VOD watchers skip ahead 17 hours. Hold on. You're telling me this guy goes live for 5 minutes per day and all he does is tweak settings? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, precisely, actually. It's pretty much all he knows how to do. There's auto breathe, there's mouth smile, there's mouth open. So if I look at my open parameters, in theory right now, when I'm looking at it right now, it looks really good. But then the second I alt tab over, it's like, oh, by the way, we can't track that shit no more. Okay. Parameters are ever so slightly tweaked. Let me know if it still looks horrible. By the way, for the meantime, real quick, I'm just gonna mute the audio on this scene so that if I ever have to go back to it, we don't have to restart the whole Risk of Rain soundtrack for a 47th time. Now it should be hopefully good for real this time. Okay. Like it's opening halfway. Now it should be actually for real good. I hope and pray. I mean, I guess maybe I can also just over enunciate a little bit, or over open my mouth a little bit to force it to be that way. And maybe that's what I subconsciously do, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Almost below freezing, shiver me timbers. When Americans complain about the cold, meanwhile we're freezing our balls off in the UK and Baltic countries on the continent. Oh, almost below freezing? No, it was, no, like I just said, it was well below freezing. But I appreciate it. I appreciate the attempt. But I think the coldest it's got where I live has been within, not this year. This year, I think the coldest has been the low teens, which I don't know how that would calculate over to Celsius necessarily, because in the US, we just kind of skip over that. We say, that's what the Europeans use. We don't need it. We use the superior Fahrenheit, which, I mean, like, honestly, I kind of think Fahrenheit does make more sense for at least up. It's the way, because I will wholly say the metric system is far better than what we use in the United States of America. But Celsius makes no goddamn sense to me. I don't understand it at all. Because I don't feel like the difference between 10 and 20 should be as large as it is in Celsius compared to what it is in Fahrenheit. And maybe that's just me, but I feel like it's easier to wrap around, because 0 to 100 in Fahrenheit to me feels like a very reasonable scale for how it feels for a human to be outside. I can understand that maybe Celsius is better if you're trying to do mathematic measurements, but even then we use Kelvin. So it really does beg the question of what are we doing here? Is more precise measurement? I mean, well, I mean, the most precise would be using kelvins, but like, I'm not gonna say that for the outside temperature, man. Anyways, so where we were is we were about to go into sandworm territory. And so now we just have to route it out. Why are we going into sandworm territory?
Let's move.
There is Heisme, who is a kidnapper who really likes kids a bit too much. He's really putting the kid in kidnapper. And so we're gonna hopefully stop him from doing that. And in the process, I mean, the way you measure heat makes sense. If it's 70 or 70% hot, that's, yeah. If it's 100, you don't go outside. But that's what I'm saying, right? It's Fahrenheit to me makes more sense for human people giving measurements of how hot it is. Celsius might be better for other things. I'm just saying that that's the one thing where I think the European measurement systems are not as good. For most other things, meters, centimeters, feet, or sorry, not feet, meters, centimeters, you know, millimeters, all of that, all of it just using a prefix plus meter that then directly correlates to how many intervals of 10 it is away from the other style of meter. That makes so much sense. In the United States of America, you could have, I guarantee you could ask any British person how many, or sorry, any, we'll just say any German person, right? Ask them how many feet to a mile. They'd probably say, what the, I don't know, maybe 100, maybe 1,000. Yeah, close, it's 5,280. So, I mean, like, it's just, we're trying to keep it very simple for us. I hate that system so much. Let's tie out the, also, no respect to Americans. I don't want you to make me believe that Americans are doing some kind of great workout here. I think you could ask the average American how many feet are in a mile, and they'd go, I don't know, something like 4,000. Because I think most of the United States of America would get that question wrong. All right, the giant sandworms, that will be, yeah. So,
you would pursue peril.
Considering the distance, we need to camp along the way. Are you sure you're prepared? As well, okay, hold on. I need a moment. Let's double check our equipment before we move on. So, last time, where we left off, we did indeed get the, by the way, how do I leave this place? How do I be gone from here? I know I'm in the Gauntlet Runner right now, but I'd rather go back out to the city for a second. Ah. We're good, okay. As an American, I don't like our measurements. So I think you're completely valid if we're specifically talking about for distance. I think Fahrenheit makes a lot of sense for saying the temperature outside. Because Celsius is so close together for what's livable and what isn't in terms of the sheer number of degrees between them. But everything else, no. We have items that need to be appraised. Let's do that here. Yeah, this is why I decided we should check what we have here. We have one gritty weapon. It can, okay, it's an abacus that can let us go down by 87 attack. That's awesome. That is really good. We will not be using it, but that is awesome.
Now then,
sell those real quick. So, none of, oh, no, hold on. Oh, but they're 20,000. No wonder they're so good. Okay. Yeah, I mean like distance and maybe a bit of weight. True, yeah, weight also, for sure. Both of those we really suck ass at. So this is just a defense and evasion headgear. Doesn't really matter. Strength up and magic up. I think that those look insane for Stroll considering what he's wearing right now. This is endurance up and agility up. I think that this sounds really good for Hulkenberg because she's on night. So what we were doing with our team last, for those who don't know,
let's hurry.
We won't accomplish much by sitting around. That's not what I meant. I'm trying to remember the buttons, man. It's been a while. The archetypes we're currently running is Stroll keeps that strap on. Good for him, by the way, and I mean that, good for him. We are currently merchant, as can be seen here, and Hulkenberg is just on knight. And then once Hulkenberg's knight is maxed out, honestly, we can even swap this over right now. She can play mage for a bit. I want her mage to be level 10 so that we can then upgrade her to the magic knight, because I have no doubt in my mind that the entire time we have Hulkenberg on our team, she'll be our tank. She just has the best endurance from what I can tell. guy who hasn't really looked into anything about the game. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure on this one. We could teach gold attack. I don't think we're going to. Knight's Proclamation, I don't think we really care about either. Heat up, increasing physical. I don't know about that. Increases defense. I don't know about that. Halves damage taken when ambush. Nah. Draws attention. No. Just give me first aid on it for now so that we have some form of healing on the team. And then let me go back in here and go to our party. Realistically, this sucks ass. These are both in the back and our only one up front is me on merchant. That's not a good team comp, but it is the comp that I'm running because I like the characters and you can't stop me. And if you'd like to run a different comp, the game is only probably, I mean, it's probably on sale at this point. They just put it up for game of the year and they never do that with RPGs. Well, JRPGs, unless you are called Final Fantasy, in which case you're kind of a shoe-in to just at least be there. Can't imagine a world where they don't at least have you there. Anyway, the start of this stream is so scuffed for me having to get everything in order. I didn't really have time to test anything because I just got home. I also, after the community day, I had to go over to a friend's place. I was helping him with his dog. I'm not a dog person, man. I can't do it. It's too much for me. All right, we're off. I'll take her up full throttle, so hang on to something. Like, if you have a chill dog, I'm so fine to hang out with your dog and have a good time. If your dog is more on the hyper side and loves jumping up on people, I don't like that dog at all, man. It's too much for me. I can't read its mind. That's like, I don't know. It's just not for me. That's not to say I hate dogs, right? Because there's a lot of people out there who are like, yeah, they're filthy and disgusting. I hate them. And it's like, nah, it's not like that. I don't want to say that. I don't have to say that. It's not in my contract. But anyways, I don't hate dogs at all. I just think I'm not as huge a fan as most people are. Shit. No. Do we want to expand our imagination? I don't think so. I think we just got that. Dogs are as filthy as you let them be. Well, that's why I said I'm not gonna say that, because I don't think that that's fair at all. I don't think that's true. I'm just saying that they're too much for me. They're way too much energy and effort for me. I love my rodents. I love them to death. And also they give me all the companionship I can need. A lot of people don't realize how smart they are, but like, yeah. Now, does that mean that mine are smart? Well, anyways, look, they're smart in their own way. Chihuahuas are better than regular dogs. Fight me. Beverly Hills Chihuahua was a goated movie. I'll give you that much. I believe that one did have George Lopez in it. So what did most people do today? Hold on. That's not what I meant. Let's see. Fought Katharina. How do you do that one? Is she in the pantry? Nothing else is noteworthy in here. You know what? Fair enough. Wait, how do you fight Katharina? What the fuck? She's not even here. What is making that noise? Is that you? Hey, I don't fuck with you beating. And having a little bit of a blub noise the whole time. I don't like that at all.
This?
Washing clothes can cleanse the mind. It'll increase my max MP. No, man.
Oh, hey.
Not at all. Yeah. Sorry, no. I keep trying to open up this one to see. Read from the bookshelf, did weapon maintenance, cleaned under the runner, did laundry. I'm not cleaning or doing laundry, first of all, okay? That's a peasant's job. I'm gonna be a king someday. I spit on anybody who says that. Hawk Tua, dare I say. We might be able to get eloquence. Pride and persuasion sounds like it would, yeah. More eloquence. Yes, that's precisely what we're looking for.
What's that?
That's it, execution. I don't even know who I was saying we'd execute, but I agree. Honestly, I'm in at this point. And look, if Luigi Maggiani get one, I can get one too. Yeah. I'm not gonna read this part when you said Hawk Tua. Fair enough. Shock their senses. How would you go about doing that? Stare them down? Stare them down or something?
Sure,
I'm sure that would come as a shock, but most people would just assume you're glaring. Has slightly increased my eloquence. All right, well, maybe I should have answered that in a way that made more sense. Getting someone's argument doesn't seem like it would be too complex, but there's actually a lot to consider. Do we have even more to this book? Because if so, there's still more left to this. It's the longest book of all time. You lot aren't gonna believe the view I'm seeing. I'm hitting the brakes. Oh yeah, we were gonna run into an opponent's runner on the way.
Stop at the midnight sun sands.
Or the midnight sun
Grandeur of
stands.
it stirs something in each of them. Could a creature this large have truly existed?
Well, can
Or is
I see it? Because I really,
shaped by the sands?
it's one of my
Another
favorite
truth
aesthetics in
lost.
gaming is when you get to see giant skeletons. Oh, that's my kind of, yeah, that's my shit right there, dude. I love giant creatures that look like they would completely decimate an entire civilization. It's perhaps my favorite thing of all time. It can't be. It does resemble a giant sandworm, but I've never seen one growing to this size.
Indeed.
A beast that large could be carved into a great many servings. Not if I'm around. Shit, one, maybe two. If I'm feeling good. You're considering how to eat it, aren't you? Oh, you could get that from her saying, I want to eat it.
Look.
Come now, your attention is focused on entirely the wrong thing. Cast your gaze downwards. I will never cast my gaze downwards. We hold them up in this household. Damn right I support it. At its feet, the sand beneath. It's just white sand? Looks like plain white sand to me. Really use those eyes of yours, my boy. See how much grain is clear as air? That means it's glass. The glass you've seen in shops in Grand Trad or within the Cathedral is made with magic through a laborious and rather expensive process. You're telling me they don't know that fire makes glass? That this glass was made naturally somehow? Not quite. For how could that be? For that to happen, this whole area would have been hit with a particularly eyebrow-scorching burst of intense heat. I guess maybe that's what they have to do that. Can I turn you into it? Nah, see, like none of the words that we're saying there are in the Bible, probably. I haven't read it. Like with most books, I haven't read it, so I'm just gonna interpret it in my own way without reading it. How intriguing. Perhaps an event of great importance once occurred here, the details of which we are not privy to. Yeah, I would probably imagine that. At this point, we can only venture assumptions and guesses, but I dare say this spot is warranting further research. I'll just do some quick jotting in my notes.
Still, though.
The sand here is rather pretty. There's a dreamlike sparkle to it.
Yeah.
Truly, stumbling upon sights like this is the real pleasure of traveling. Certainly took my mind off our forthcoming bounty hunt. I feel like my wisdom deepened slightly after taking in the fantastical view. We're almost tier 3 wisdom, which is sick.
Hail.
You didn't say no though? I like to keep my options open, all right? I never know when this whole streaming thing will take or plummet into the ground and I've got to start going on to OnlyFans, selling what I can. Are you content with your findings? If so, I suggest we make our return.
Let's go.
Perfect, I've just finished my drawing. Take it, lad. I trust that you will deliver it into apprenticed hands. Or into appreciative hands. All right then, last one back to the gauntlet gets saddled with kitchen patrol. How childish. If it's a contest you seek, consider the challenge accepted. On your marks, 3, 2, 1. Hold on a minute, I don't want kitchen patrol. All right, the AO3 lore is about to go crazy. So like, am I, hold on.
Well, I say.
Now, this will not do at all. The gauntlet runner incoming. She's a stylish one, though, I must say. Ahoy, crew, I hereby challenge you.
Hey.
That voice sounds familiar. Hurry on out now before I use my cannon. All right, she leaves us no choice. We don't have much of a choice here.
What?
What? No, they're already climbing onto the deck from the opposite end. Come on, we gotta go. Get ready. Am I not gonna be allowed to attack the center one again?
So it was your runner. I thought I'd seen that craft before.
I didn't know she was even entered in to become king. I suppose queen. Or maybe king is like a genderless title here. Anyways, what I was gonna say is that words are losing their meaning because everybody has been using the words twink and femboy for too long to the point where anybody thinks that just if you're a man, you can call yourself either or. There was a regiment, man. There was a certain kind of aesthetic that was strived for within that. But now people are like, yeah, I'm kind of like a femboy. And then you look at them and they're a 6'4" hairy man. No, dude. No, you aren't. I'm sorry. I don't want to be the one to break it to you. That's not, I'm not saying you don't belong to feel comfortable with yourself. I'm just saying, like, if you're going to be a bear and you got to embrace it. This is the one thing that bears are known for. Bear hugs. They embrace it. Hold on. Let me make sure I actually click go live on YouTube. Oh my God. This could have been catastrophic if I forgot to hit that button. Oh, my heart. I loved her. Anyways, twink is a body type. Femboy is a twink with a certain clothing style. Yeah. But either way, I don't think a 6'5" hairy man can fit either. So was your
Katarina, why are you in a gauntlet runner?
She's having a good
I'm in
time.
the running for the throne,
Oh.
of course. Isn't that why you're out here?
I don't think she registered.
I'm sorry, but the throne will be mine. I can't afford to lose. Not when true change is at stake.
Yeah,
Here
no,
and
you're
now,
done.
Nobody gets off easy. Not even you. Now let's do this.
Nobody
Fair and
gets off
square.
easy? Brother, don't I know it, Catherine? It takes me minutes. So don't worry, I'm there too.
I don't think she's thought this through. But I guess we'd better put our dukes up.
Yeah, I mean, we're not,
No, we've got some history.
By this power,
we are not popular enough to have protection.
I shall fight. No holding
All right, poison shot is probably better than sleep shot, but I bet
You gotta aim better than that.
Last chance to get
Stroll. Stroll. Come on, brother. Stroll. Oh, she's weak to fire. And also, she doesn't know what to do when I just pour gold on her. That's so much fucking damage. That's hardly fair.
Is that all?
Wow.
I can't lose. The Parapus are counting on me.
She is not the best fighter. She should just join our party, man. Meteoric Fist. Okay, that's decent damage. I'll give you that. Meditation. Gonna boost your stats, I imagine. Oh, no. She can heal. Okay, sure. This time, surely I hit. Yes.
Ready to lose?
I know you're weak to fire, so best of luck getting burned alive. And then we will go directly into this one, which will then cause Stroll to just do like a...
Perhaps not.
Probably just a poison shot, ever so thusly. Yeah, all right, that's it. Well,
Even in a hand-to-hand fight, I can't win.
a hand-to-hand fight. I gunned you down 30 times in a row. I don't think I threw a single punch. You brought your fist to a gunfight. I'm sorry. I was using tech you've probably never seen before. I had a cannon mounted on my arm.
Take this. This frustration.
Yeah, how about you join my party? Come on, we're trying to stop racism. Get in.
Satisfactory.
I shall rise.
We've got room
I
for
shall
one
strive
more.
to use this power
All right, good shit, good shit.
new power.
Fire dodge is actually huge for us. Once we get up to debt collection, I will get off. I'll get off the merchant, even though he's really fun. Erg, damn it. Sorry, I'm not gonna look. I could have gone more all out, but it's too high-pitched a voice for me. As we can all tell, I am a beacon of what masculinity should sound like. So it's really hard for me to get that high to do a voice like that. Unbelievable. Well, it turns out you're a real force to be reckoned with, Slices. You too. I'll compliment her. You're quite the force yourself. Of course I am. You do realize how much I train. But I'll say something about that power of yours. I've never seen anything like it. I don't know whether to be shocked or awed. Honestly, I believe you're allowed to do both. I won't stop you. And yet, here we both stand, together again. To tell it true, I was surprised when I saw you at the opening ceremony. I never knew you had kingly ambitions. I didn't know you did either. Well, I didn't know you did either. Oh, I certainly do. I have a dream, you see. Just like all you lovely people, I have a dream. Yeah, I saw Tangled, Catherine. All right, Katharina, sorry. I keep wanting to say Catherine because there is another Atlas game called Catherine, if you're wondering why I keep calling her that.
If you want my opinion.
My aim is simple. I want to help the Parapus. Yeah, I kind of gathered that when you said, I'm fighting for all of the Parapus in battle. That was, I pieced those two together. You weren't hiding it the best. We're a poor lot, generally speaking. Not a lot of options for work, if there's any to be had at all. A good lot of us wonder if we'll ever, or if we'll even be able to afford our next meal. Not something we've got in common with other tribes. I watch my tribe struggle in an endless cycle of misery, and we can't even break out on our own.
What we have here is.
But now that anyone can wear the crown, I'll put my life on the line and make it my head I'll put my life on the line to make it my head that does. Oh, that wears the crown. Okay, sorry. We gotta get her a little bit of like a well, I guess it could just be she's either Yoda or British. So that's fair. Do you think Yoda would say happiness as penis, huh? Anyways, and once I do, I'm gonna put a bounty on every rich and greedy bastard this country's ever known. Very topical of you, Katharina. Very topical indeed. Now, without bringing too many current events into this, what are your opinions on the United Healthcare scene? Plan's not half bad, no? We knock them off their mounds of money and use that to raise the poor up. Everyone be working hard together to bring in those bounties, and ones that do get riches and glory besides. I kind of want to like just gas her up, but it's probably a little bit dangerous to gas her up because her ideology just ends in a lot of people getting murdered. But it's like you could argue that it's a lot of people who deserve to get murdered because they've exploited others and tried to kill them. So like, I'll just say that's not a bad idea. I admit it's not a bad plan. Isn't it? I'm a genius, I know. I also just wanted to gas her up. I knew she'd like that.
The truth is,
there's this Clamar who's been sort of the brains of the operation. Real brainy type, but he's nice enough. He's the one who suggested I take the throne, said it would benefit the tribe, so I should take a crack at it. He's the one who pushed me to enter the race. He doesn't want people making fools of the Parapis. And he shed a real tear for us. Suppose not every Clamar's rotten to the core.
I suppose.
Tell me, what are your plans if you win the crown? I can't say yet. But I can't say just yet. Ah, that's how it is. Now I really want to know. I'm gonna make you talk, so you better be ready for next time, okay? And I'm not yielding either. The future of the Parapis is at stake. I started with nothing but the clothes on my back, and I'm only where I am today by the strength I've earned and the blood on my fists. Now I'm ready to take on the world. I can sense Katharina's spirit of rivalry and her faint faith in me. All right. Rank 2. I don't know if that gets us what we need. Reduce the mag cost of studying the brawler lineage. Useless. Thank you so much, Katharina. But maybe this will make her easier to level up. I mean, she might also be the story one. No, the story one is definitely your companion. Don't you take a beating before then, because I plan to be the one who delivers on that promise myself. All right, this is all still on the first day of our travel, by the way. Very eventful day one.
Takes repose at an encampment as the sun sets along the sandy horizon.
Yeah.
What creeps through the sands outside in the night is unknown to the party.
Okay. Sorry, look, I don't like talking over when the narrator's talking, but he basically is just saying we're gonna sleep and set up a camp. Your very basic Boy Scouts thing. We all did it. Or Cub Scouts if you were a Weebelo like me. I hope they were called Weebelos everywhere, otherwise I sound insane. I sound psychotic if they weren't called that everywhere. So you're both kind of the same. But Nuris, I think we can only level up your shit if we kind of keep hanging out with you, or giving you the artifacts, I'd imagine. So instead, we probably just get Hulkenberg. I've been thinking about Heisme. Scoundrel though he be, he was once a knight. We must put a stop to his crimes. I am rather restless. What shall I do with myself now? Ah, right.
Indeed.
'Tis true there's no substitute for actual battle, but tabletop games are fine tools for learning strategy. This is Warhammer 40,000. Hulkenberg, where'd you get all these? Playing a game with Hulkenberg will raise my wisdom. I bet she'll kick your butt, but do you want to play against Hulkenberg? Hey, Gallica, gas me up for once, huh? That takes me back. As a younger woman, I was utterly addicted to the game. I hope it's just war. We're just flipping cards.
If so,
How do you plan to make your advance then? Don't say checkmate, because I didn't even get to play. Ah, son of a bitch. Can't make any more moves. That's I bet I didn't even play yet. I would have got checkmated so much faster. I would have got scholar mated in 2. I learned quite a bit from that match. I believe we would both benefit from continued practice. If Queen's Gambit was a show in this world, my main character would be whooping at this game, I guarantee. This game affords me the opportunity to visualize strategies all on my own. What if an enemy came at me from such an angle? How would I retaliate? And so on and so forth.
I'd say
I once failed my duty to protect His Highness the Prince. At that time, I was but a novice, a new addition to the Royal Guard. I lacked the experience needed to properly assume the role.
that's why.
'Tis for that reason that I now train both my body and mind so thoroughly, as I have vowed to never let such a thing occur again. That's impressive. You're so strong, or you've endured so much pain. You've endured so much pain? Sympathetic. You're so strong, she doesn't want to hear that. In her mind, she's still got a ways to go. If you say that now, no. That's impressive. That's kind of like, depending on how you'd word past that, that's probably my favorite option.
Right.
Your dedication is impressive. Perhaps, but 'twould be more accurate to say that I am trying to attain perfection rather than implying I have already achieved it. That said, 'tis quite the pleasure to speak so freely with you. Find comfort in knowing that I may share my feelings with a compatriot. A compatriot? Hell yeah. Such a stupid. If we find success in this endeavor and create a country where we can all truly live equally, I hope to serve as a knight captain, passing down what knowledge I can to a new generation. I will speak not just of tactics, but of all my experience on this journey, my victories, and of course, my failures too. And in so doing, I would hope to see the Royal Guards elevated to new heights. I hope. That's a great plan. Saying you can do it, I don't know. I feel like saying that's a great plan. I'm on board. Well, should such a starry-eyed wish come true, I shall tell them much of you, our captain. Such a position is certainly not one most could adapt to, much less succeed in, given the circumstance of our fight. And I must say, you wear the role well. 'Tis hard to believe it's your first foray into such responsibility. Perhaps you've a natural talent for it. Though to call it a talent is a disservice. No, whatever higher calling you have, I can only be as I am now because of you. You honor me. Such praise from a knight is quite an honor. 'Twas you and Gallica. You just kind of have to talk like it's Game of Thrones with Hulkenberg, and she is giving you all the friendship points you could imagine. I think there's some significance to you being the captain, in my humble opinion. You have my gratitude after crossing proverbial swords with you. I feel that I am one step closer to realizing my dream. Felt my wisdom grow after listening to Hulkenberg's advice. All right, our wisdom, we actually almost, I'm almost the smartest man alive who can't speak to save his life. I'm kind of, it's the opposite of my stats in real life. I can speak like crazy. And when it comes to intelligence, you tell me like, what's 5 times 5? I'm gonna have to pause the stream for a second and then be like, all right, now I got you, it's 25. That's obviously an over exaggeration. I would know that one off the top of my head, but the point stands. For example, when a piece moves here, you should. It's just so insulting to get told what you've done wrong after you lose. I know that people, if I ask for advice, give me advice. But like, let's say I'm playing a card game, right? I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh! The opponent OTKs me and I don't do anything. And they're like, what you should have done is you Ash Blossomed this one. You should have Ash Blossomed the other trigger, because that's what would have stopped me from getting this trigger, which is why you died. I would lose my, I would crash out. I would eat one of their cards in front of them just to get them to stop talking. I'd find the most expensive card in their deck, pull it out of the sleeve and just, oh, that's a really cool key component you have there. Oh, is this a first edition blue eyes? All right.
Time marches on.
Time marches on.
The age of a new king draws nearer.
You wouldn't believe what the age of a new king is doing right now. It's drawing nearer. I know that has never happened before, but here we are now.
The gauntlet runner quietly comes.
Oh yeah, we
to
can see it is the
stop
sand
before
flash.
The giant sandworm's nest. It is the day that the sleep-inducing sand flash dances in the sky.
Okay. Oh shit, there was another line right after that. It auto went to the next line. It treats it like it's auto mode.
This weather should have all the sandworms conked out.
Hopefully.
Speaking of which, what exactly do they look like? I only got a glimpse of the lava. And cooked at that.
Brother, we're both cooked.
As tube-like as any worm. They grow quite steadily in their lifetime. It's the tremendously large ones that end up deadly threats.
You know that one episode of SpongeBob with the giant Alaskan bullworm? Precisely like that.
Ugh, I don't even want to think about it. What kind of man would want to live in a den of those things?
Probably one who doesn't have any other options. It's like saying what kind of person would be homeless. I don't know, probably someone who didn't choose it.
Did you hear that? Just now.
Beasts. And not just one. Should they not be asleep?
Okay.
Hey, what's...
All right, so I found the head of the beast. So I'm just taking it in for a second. I'm just really taking it in, thinking about it. Yeah, I hate that thing. All right, sorry, I just had to make sure I don't like it at all.
So that's it, eh? But what's going on? Did we get bad information?
No, I think that this one's very different.
Sandworm. A horror like that.
That's a human.
A human?
Yeah.
We're not getting away without a fight.
I'm gonna take a guess about Heisman. Think Heisman might be dead.
Damn it!
Just my idea.
We can't die here.
I don't plan on it. Granted, Hulkenberg is stuck on Mage right now. because I didn't know they were just gonna throw me into a boss fight, which makes this really, really brutal.
What's going on?
Falling back. Charging in.
Okay. What do we got here?
No.
Decent damage. What if you fall asleep? You're taking good damage though. I'm honestly gonna just pass and spend $500 more to tell him to go away.
Perfect.
Feral Bite. We don't have any healing on this team, by the way. Feral Bite, please don't. Okay, well, or do. I guess it's not really up to me. But in terms of damage, we are kind of shitting damage on them. I think they made this fight very easy because they knew I wouldn't have any time to prepare or do anything. So this really is just like the, can you drive them back? What do you think about this one? Blizz is the weakness. What do you think about this one?
Still here?
Okay, not exactly your weakness. Oh, are you drove back? Or should I?
Underground.
Okay, so shout out to, you know, JRPGs. They always, every game's got the vor section. Come on, Majin Buu swallowing a Vegito. Every game's gotta have a little vor. What is this place? That human came right after, or came right for us, and then
Don't tell me.
it swallowed us whole? Wait, does that mean we're inside its body? Very perceptive, Stroll. I know, it's probably not what you thought it would be like to be inside a woman for the first time, but here we are. Eaten by a giant sandworm. Though Gallica is right, this is no worm, 'tis a human. I would have fought 1,000 humans before I ever imagined I would end up in one's stomach. Been a long time since I've had visitors. Well, make yourselves at home. Is this Heisme? Huh? Oh. Nope. How long have you been down here, old man? Is there a way out? Oh, places to be, eh? Try giving that lump, just there a big old wallop. Okay, yep. If you hit it, the valve that keeps the gut shut will open right quick. Then go straight on, you can get out, well, through the back. But mind the guts, their digestive juices in there will make short work of you, melt you right down. That would be regrettable. In other words, we have to find a way to get through before we get digested. We're working on a time limit, we can't afford to make any mistakes. Let's take a rest before we start this guts clock.
Truth be told.
The old beast's eaten lots of treasure in its time. If you spot any in the belly, grab it on your way out. Not every day you get swallowed by a sandworm. There's riches in here, but once you leave, there's no coming back. Hey, can somebody ask the obvious question? Who is this guy? Can't tell you how many folks just like you got digested because they couldn't leave well enough alone. Don't get greedy. By the looks of it, you've been here for many years. If you wish to escape, come with us.
Nah.
A kind offer, but I'm afraid I'll decline. I'm a big bug lover, you see, and I still have so much research to do on this giant sandworm. Whoo! Brother, it is a human, isn't it? I don't think that counts as a sandworm at this point. But whatever, we found our giant head that we're gonna take. Can I talk to you? If you're passing through its intestines, you should collect the treasure while you're there. Youngsters are always in need of things, are they not? You don't want it? I'm sure you'd be able to make some money off of it. He's not going back outside. What are we talking about if he goes back outside? Ah, this giant sandworm is infinitely more precious to me. This one in particular is a mutant variety, completely different from other bugs. There's one thing I regret about this world. It's that I didn't continue my insect research further. Now hurry and go. If you smack that lump over there, it'll open up the valve to leave. You'll have to run through its guts while it's still open. Okay, all right. We'll just take a little item over here. A little hero's incense for us. What we got over there. Cool. So what are we gonna do? The obvious. We are going to save before we go through and see how much loot we can get. And then if it's bad loot, I'm going to reset the game. It's called save scumming. I wouldn't expect everybody to understand. Says he's finished recording our journey as of now. Okay, let's keep going. So just break it down. Yep, bust it down sexual style. Love to see it. Okay, let's get going. It's open. It has closed, and now he's going to digest. It's closed. Damn, looks like we won't be able to go back. There are important things to worry about right now. Take a look. The path to the right has a suspicious-looking swamp, where the path to the left is filled with monsters.
What is
Bleh,
this?
are all humans like this on the inside? Kind of looks like we've got no choice but to take one of these. In any case, we have to go through here. Slices, you lead the way. I'd assumed, what was that rumbling? You don't think it's trying to resolve. Now's not the time to dawdle. Hurry up. Okay, so we have 15 minutes to yoink whatever it is we can. So starting off right here, we've got some loot. I'm gonna get as much as I can, as quick as I can. Balm of Life. The timer, I could not tell if it was going down during the cutscene. Yeah, I don't know what you guys are. I'm just gonna run through here. Okay, the swamp is, oh. Never mind, man. Fuck that. That shit hurts like crazy.
All right. How's that?
But you guys aren't shit. Okay, cool.
Cat? This is our
I probably, honestly, what am I even doing taking a fight? This is stupid. If he's stunned, just run, dumbass. Whatever. At this point, we're in here. I'm killing. Just shoot him dead. Good shit. Get us out of here. Okay, this screen is kind of like a pause, a little bit of a brief respite, if you will. Unscathed triumph, love to see it. Okay, if I go in here, I believe it does actually pause time. So technically we could just tank through with first aid, but like, I don't know if any of those are gonna be that worth it. We're just gonna keep dodging. So long as I never get hit, we should be fine. Okay, I understand what kind of creatures they are now. Over here we have another little lump of sorts. Good shit. Oh, that's just to open up another door. Well, in that case, we got to go over here first. Stressful ass time limit, man. It's probably way more time than anybody would ever need. Increase the archetype experience by 1,000. Okay, sure, I'll take that. Don't know why somebody dropped it off in here, but we'll take what we can get. Straight through the colon, my favorite way. The quickest way to a woman's heart is through the colon. I've always said that. Insanely not true and a little bit disgusting to think about, but damn, bitch, what are we doing here? Okay, good shit. I want this. I don't think anything else is probably worth going back for. Well, I don't know. What we got here? Damn. Blew me up. Love to see it. I mean, this is probably just strictly a waste of time. With that said, I gotta do it. Sorry, something smelled kind of like it was burning. And like, now that I thought about it, it's probably the guy who's smoking below me. He likes to do that a lot. Just this will kill, and then we get all of this extra free XP. Probably yet again not worthwhile, seeing as we are on a time limit and could die at any moment. But even still, I must do it. Unscathed triumph, would love to see it. Also, hi, welcome in. Sorry, there's a whole fight going on. A whole lot of it's stressful. Mainly the fact that they've given me an arbitrary time limit that knowing RPGs is probably way too long anyways, and there's nothing to worry about, but I'm still gonna act like this is the end of the world. Because they've made it more stressful for me. Therefore, by the way, this guy was not this big in the overworld. You can't lie to. Good, let's be on our way. Wait, is that it? That was the room I only had 15 minutes in. Looks like we're still inside the belly. I can't believe this, but I must ask, where's the butthole? Head stroll? Generally between two cheeks and inviting. Hold on, let me do the classic. Take this off. Yeah, I don't know, something smells. I mean, I could also just be getting sick. Because like I said, I was out in freezing weather below freezing weather for 3 hours without proper levels of protection for the cold. Why? Because I was wearing my comfiest sweatpants that are more like pajama pants. I didn't think about how thin they are. That shit, I was frigid. But I must ask, where's... Oh, yeah, we already read that. Sorry, I was just so excited to say the word butthole again. That's on me. So worms, I guess we just keep going. The path splits up ahead, so we just need to push forward.
But...
it won't be so simple. To the left is a crystal. Is that a melancholia crystal? But what's it doing here?
Hurry.
No time to be standing still. We need to get out of here. Lead on. So it is keeping the exact same timer. Okay.
Come on.
We gotta take those guys down because it's free money. And free money matters a lot when we're playing the merchant archetype because free money is free damage. So all of these are the hero's essence and all that kind of stuff that we can be getting. Over here, we've got... I understand. Okay. I'm actually gonna keep walking through this time. Because if you just keep doing this, not bad at all. Remember, woo, JRPGs will always have cheese. It's just a question of how can you abuse it. All right, none of those were helpful. You're not helpful, and then we just dodge this. probably just run right side. Okay, I'll just be in the digestive juices. That's chill with me. That's chill with me. We'll just run over here. All right, what are we gonna do real quick? Open up this skills, get the Hulkenberg first aid, double heal up. We're chilling. Over here. Oh, we're not supposed to be here. I understand. Good shit. Okay. Why do I say that? Well, first of all, there's a chest up top. I would love to get that chest, but also.
That would be of use.
Okay, we'll get that chest. We'll get that chest.
Was that?
In my worst case, I waste 15 minutes of my life, and I've wasted way more than that playing a bad League of Legends game. I mean, it's kind of an oxymoron, or there's no point in saying it's a bad League of Legends game. Which ones are good? Fair. Fencer's headgear increases evasion against slash. That's not bad, because I'm sure we'll get some kind of class that hates the idea of getting slashed in twain. As of right now, I don't know where we'd use it, but still. Right over here should be all good. I know there's something going on up there, though. Fine. We'll check it out first.
All right.
We might as well. I'm not going to be hopping on that guy because it just seems like a waste of time. Oh, it's that we can't go backwards to get that for free. I don't like the amount of time we have because I don't know how many. It's probably rule of threes, seeing as it is a video game. So I would just open this up and continue on to rule of threeing. But we'll need to. Okay. Wait a second. We need to be quick about this. We don't want to be idle. I completely agree with you. I was just going to heal everybody to full first. I believe the worms are weak to fire. I'm going to give myself 10 minutes for the fight. Just because
Finish it, quick!
I would rather not lose the loot for no reason. And maybe you could say I could go back and do the other one. And I think I'd probably agree with you. But I really don't feel like replaying it if it does not go well. I believe worms are weak to fire. I believe worms are weak to ice, precisely as I said. What's that? You don't think that's what I said? Clearly you weren't listening. Try putting him to sleep.
Not done yet.
All right, worms don't feel that sleepy. That's on me. Summon, you don't have to do that though, is the craziest thing about it. Like, nobody told you to do that. So I think you might be weak to ice. You heal off of ice, but aren't weak to fire. What? Oh, okay, sure. Burning fog. Good thing I have this passive that makes me dodge fire attacks more often. I'm sure that that's just about to go off. Just wait for it. Poison chomp. Everything is affected by a status effect. It's just the worst it could ever be. Never use ice. Why would worms not be weak to fire? Some people have not played worms on their computer and it shows. What about lightning then? You are weak to lightning. Good. I'll just finish off the one with this. You missed. Okay, I paid $500 to not deal any damage. Well, you know, it is what it is. Weak to this. Hey, I have an entire skill where the entire fucking point of it is that I dodge anything that's fire related. Why am I getting exclusively fucking hit by fire? What's the point of the skill? Oh, well, it only raises the chance. Clearly it doesn't. Clearly it does not raise the chance whatsoever, even remotely. That's fine. Just gonna throw this out because I don't have any healing for in combat. I'm noticing the drastic error with this team now that I've said that out loud. At least you are weak to lightning. So what are we gonna do now? Golden attack this one. And then just shoot him down.
This is doing nothing!
You block gun attacks, of course. Just look at it. That's something that blocks guns for sure. Defense fell sharply. Doesn't matter. It's over. Oh, we got to get rid of these status effects on us, but fight's over. Still had 9 minutes to spare. Probably didn't even have to be stressed even a little bit,
I could get used to this.
but still. Increases hit rate by 10%. I'd imagine that's the number one weakness to the gunner, is that they aren't that accurate. Probably. Also, none of my bullets do anything different. I know that they say can inflict sleep or poison. They don't. They're not allowed to. I think the only one I ever put to sleep was the one enemy that was like, it's very susceptible to sleep. We're here. It's the exit. Good. We just got here in time. Now we can escape the belly of this beast for good. I know we've come all this way, but are we really doing this? Do you have an alternative? If not, there's no sense grumbling. Gather round, children. This is the legend of Lord Stroll, who crawled out of the arse of a sandworm. Sorry, I had to say it that way because it was spelled that way. Hey, do you feel that? Do you smell that? Nature calls, I suppose. What? You're taking the piss? No, I think he is. I'm pretty sure. The other one, actually, but we have to move. All right. I understand. The comedy comes from the fact that there's a lot of feces going on. I don't care anymore as long as we get out. Right, time to go. Yeah, I think we should kill this thing. I think we should slice this thing's head off, personally. Please, please tell me they didn't animate it. Please, it's all I ask. All right, well, I don't know if you can show that one on Twitch. POV Salted Slices showed you a live birth. I didn't know. I didn't know. And children, that is how babies are born. So now you know. Phew, that was rough. Don't use that one. The fart noises really tied the scene together. They did kind of bring a certain accent to the room, for sure. A highlight, if you will.
Well,
we dealt with some grave internal damage. It should remain quiet for a while. This doesn't smell right. Indeed, yet at last that scent may misdirect. At least that scent may misdirect our foes. No, I didn't mean, well, yes, it's a bit of a stench too, but looks to me like Morris's tip was likely no good to begin with. You suppose this was a trap? But why trap us when we've come this far to help them? They'd not have posted their bill out in the capital if they weren't desperate for aid. I think Morris is working with the pedophile strangler. And you know what? I'm starting to think that I was right. I said it last time and then I went, oh, never mind. He gave us advice. What a good guy. Fuck that guy. He's back on the list. And now I'm not sorry I accused him of that. Assuming the information about Heisme even being here wasn't false to begin with. We've not come all the way here just to turn back now. Let us now at least investigate the situation inside. All right, the weather's getting worse. We have to be careful in our investigation. Every region has a unique inclement weather to manage. There are sand flashes in Martira, for example. During inclement weather, magma becomes denser, causing monsters to become enraged. This magma density impacts dungeons as well. Be sure to pay mind to the weather. Are you fully prepared? If not, yeah. Well, it's a little crappier than that. Anyways, what brings you to a remote place? I'm a humble peddler. Yeah. I understand. I got what you're saying here. So we should probably buy, none of these I really like, but we'll go 200 to one ally and give me like 20 of these just so I've got a little bit of a stockpile, because I've also got these to sell, which just gets me the money back that I just used. So it's probably exclusively upside. Much obliged. By the way, speaking of, we'll probably get someone who doesn't want to get slashed open. I just remembered something. Where the fuck is equipment? The other tab that I didn't click. Never mind. Makes a lot of sense. You should wear the fencer's headgear because it gives you a little bit of evasion, but more than that, increases evasion against Slash, and Slash is Gunner's only weakness, I believe. Yeah, Slash is Gunner's only weakness. So that should be all we need there. You're weak to Pierce. That's fine. You have -3 strength right now. Which one does that? Magic +3. Okay. No, I don't know why you have -3 strength. Strongest. The desert gloves.
Leave it to me.
Sure. Welcome it in. Why not? Cast. Okay, yeah. We're good. This should all be fine right now. We've got, woo! All right, enjoy that while you can. That's the end of that. And we're on our way in. We've come this far. We'll find him no matter what.
What do you think?
Should we go capture Heisme? Let's go. This bounty will be perfect for helping us stand out at the exhibition. Let's make sure we succeed. Why don't we kill the giant human worm and take its head as the giant thing that we did? Why don't we do that? Is our bounty really here? It's a bit late to be asking that, I think. Because if he's not, what am I gonna change? Okay, another different mutated giant sandworm. This area is massive, though I could expect no less considering the occupants. What's that at the bottom? An underground lake? Hey, look, there's a hut on the shore of the lake.
What the?
So he really has been living here. No wonder no one's been able to catch him. Something is amiss, though. If it truly is his hideout, how might he keep his victims here once kidnapped? No one else done the giant dead one already? This place must be home to countless monsters. A child would not survive even half a day. Now that you mention it, you've got a point. This doesn't seem like the kind of place where you can hide a lot of people. Maybe he's doing ancient sacrifices to the giant worm gods. Well, we'll drag the truth out of him. I'd only know because I've played Noida, so I know what happens with the worms. Then we'll drag the truth out of him for now. Let's check this place out.
I'm heading out.
All right. So let's see what we got here. Level 20s.
Let's push through.
One hit causes them to go into critical range. in terms of damage, I don't think that, okay. If you enter a dungeon when the weather is bad, enemies become stronger. Stronger enemies grant more experience, but you will not receive a turn icon bonus when striking their weakness. Okay, so that is rough.
I shall vanquish evil.
But even still, I think that we're probably just fine to do
I
this.
shall show you what true magic is.
You're stunned,
I
so
shall
I'm just gonna
defend.
guard. And then we still get our flawless victory just by me beating you to death. Yeah. I know Hulkenberg might have been able to.
Like that's all of them.
She's a mage, and all she can do is maybe hit him with a staff. I don't know. It's just kind of whatever. Once she's rank 10 on mage, by the way, she will get swapped off. Granted, I think Hulkenberg overall has been my most inconsistent party member because I build her really poorly and don't let her do much of anything.
This is our chance.
But that's fine. All right. One hit there, not who I meant to hit, but sure, we'll take it. One hit there, that definitely kills. And Hulkenberg can guard. No offense to Hulkenberg. I could have passed it there. There's no reason to do a little puff pass because I actually want to start on main character because now he's recovered from stun, meaning I made the right choice. The next hit would have recovered him. Probably. I don't really know if that's how the game's RNG works. And frankly, I'm just gonna continue to believe the one thing in this world that I've come up with as a theory with zero proof. It's just easier that way. Fuck looking things up, I'm gonna just start believing people. It's just a far more fun way to live your life. People can post, yeah, but did you see what else happened with the case? It was this. And I'll be like, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. Even if it's not true, that makes so much sense. Actually, especially if it's not true. Old Imp's crossbow, block, you're stunned, you don't get to move, and then bada bing, bada boom, we just run that shit back. The only time I'll use any abilities is when there's 3 enemies instead of just 2. But if there's just 2, it's too easy for these guys just to take them down. Mainly because we also got very lucky in stealing a goblin's crossbow to give to Stroll, because he's been going crazy with it.
For a while.
Rotting bones? Finally, dude. Do you know how long I've been waiting for a little bit of rotting bones? This one will also get...
Let's take them all out.
Yeah, we will. Because, I don't know. It's just so worth it, I think. Especially if we could actually hit something that would do anything. Poison shot feels pretty good. Pass over here. Just hit him with another gold attack. Even if it crits, doesn't matter. Doesn't crit. You're stunned. I think that you just get shot now.
Tougher than I thought.
Okay. I think I pass it and then just hit you. Good.
Woo, not too
That should be a
shabby.
ton of money.
Keep this up, everyone.
That's pretty fucking good, man.
Even
It
easier than
used
expected.
gold attack, I think, 3 times, so I did end up losing money. But I wouldn't expect everybody to understand my financial advice, all right? I've got this whole strategy that's been working really well for me. I'm buying as high as I can to sell as low as I possibly can. It's been a great idea currently.
2 remaining.
All right, 1's down. Deals medium physical, deals weak physical. This is the stronger one, so he's done.
Everyone always comes through.
I'm just gonna guard here. Now we should be good. Because just 2 autos from these 2 kills. Almost definitely. Good. If it didn't, it would have been fine, because Hulkenberg can just pass and we slap him with an abacus again. It's a really embarrassing way to go out, by the way. The mathematician taking you out, that's gotta suck. The guy who's just here to calculate the quarterly earnings beating your ass. Eesh. It's like Bruce Lee losing to some random guy from accounting. That sucks, man.
That should be it. We don't know what's lurking inside. Stay vigilant, everyone.
I don't think it's going to be Heisme. I think Heisme might already be dead. If you want the truth.
Tracks. Something small crawled here.
Okay.
Probably the larvae of the giant sandworms, right? This place is bound to be chock full of them.
And yet, we still haven't seen a single one of
Maybe
them.
What happened is that people mistook the human for some subspecies of the sandworms. Not that they're anything alike.
Even the memory of being eaten puts a twinge in my nose. I'd rather it stay numb.
Stop fussing over a smell. You'll attract the enemy.
I mean,
I just
I
heard
really
something.
think
Gallica, which way is the sound coming from?
Heisme is either dead or not the one who's kidnapping.
Be quiet.
That is my personal
Oh,
opinion.
their footsteps.
Yeah, nobody moved to hide or anything. well imagine as I'm
Keep your
pacing.
guard up.
Who's he?
It's coming back!
Oh yeah, I'm starting to think 100% Heismay's innocent. Because whoever this guy is,
How do you know where it's hiding?
he's got human sense. He wouldn't understand. He gets a little tingle.
Somewhere.
Are you the man we seek?
His toes curl when he's getting
Name
close.
yourselves.
You mean this is Heismay?
I didn't expect you, Chief.
He's a you chief.
I don't even know
Never
what that
seen
means.
one in the flesh. We're but another lesser tribe the city dwellers don't care for.
He's the best character in the fucking game. Heismay is my goat. My fucking
We
goat.
owe you a debt, it seems.
Heismay better join our team. Heismay, please get in. We're trying to stop racism. Please join us. Please, I beg of you. Oh, come on, you simply must. We kind of look alike, you and I. I just got the blue eyes, you got the red eyes. We could be dragons in Yu-Gi-Oh! Dude, come on, get in. We're stopping racism, please.
A Knight of the Crown, are you? Is that why you knew my name?
Well, you know, dude, he's also got such a sick voice. By the way, I just gotta call out that it is hilarious to have a character who looks like this, and he kind of talks a little bit like this. That's so awesome, man.
Or perhaps you know it from the wanted posters.
Yeah, it may have.
Both, actually.
I flee to the furthest depths and still they pursue me.
So what happened?
Where are the people you kidnapped?
He didn't do that shit, man. Look at him. There's no way. Do you think he could? Can I pet that dog? But dude, a kid overpowers him. A 6th grader is taller than him. There's no shot he did this. Also, I'm biased because I like him. I instantly like him a lot. And yeah, by the way, just to go back to the cutscene, none of our people stands the fuck up and stay on your guard. All right, guys, looking around. Lovely time of year. Oh, Christmas is coming up. Anybody else going back to family? I will say, dude, real quick little side tangent on that before we get back to Heisman. So, like I said, I was out in the frigid cold all day today. I think that I might be getting sick from it. But I think that being sick before Christmas, I think that is your family just kind of has to eat the L on it. Because there's no shot you're not going to show up, right? Oh, I'm sick, I'm not coming to Christmas. No, look at your immediate family. All right, if you're showing up to your immunocompromised grandma's house, you're probably not exactly thinking that way. But your parents, I'm sorry, that comes with it. I got them sick 77 times when I was in elementary school, right? All I did in elementary school was lick poles and dirt and then walk home and get them sick. This is no different. So I think that when it's like that, you just kind of gotta eat the L and be like, yeah, we'd rather see each other.
What are you talking about? Suppose there's no point standing around chatting with someone after my head.
Well, hold on. Heismay.
That weapon. So he truly was part of the Shadow Guard.
Heismay, let's chill. My parents are immunocompromised, unfortunately, so no can do. See, that's where you don't eat the L because you probably feel atrocious if you were to ever get them sick. But if I went over and got my parents sick, it would just kind of be remember elementary school? We did that a lot.
Shadow Guard?
Yep. 2 words, just not together. Don't worry, I've been there before. Slap chiropractor. I've been there.
Eyes front. He's a knight to be reckoned with.
Hold on, let's talk, man. Wait, I'm not.
Here I come.
Well, a little TMI, man. We just met. Good for you.
I'll not be anyone's captive without a fight.
Well, I'm not old. Heismay.
I'll have to provide some less delicate discouragement. No hard feelings.
He's awesome, man.
I'll use this.
He's got fucking shadow clone jutsu.
Huh? There's more Heismays?
This guy's
Push me
fucking
this far.
awesome.
I did not give you enough credit. But against my mirage arts, your strength means nothing.
Okay, I had to check all 4 of the mouths were moving. Damn, bitch, give me a turn. I get the feeling that Heisman attacks are wavering. It's just my imagination.
We've got multiple Heismays.
Synthesis. No synthesizer available. Gold attack.
A blunder. Was luck on your side? Or perhaps. No matter. I can't back down either way. Here I come.
There's no way that I actually guessed it that well. What the fuck? Okay, we love to see it. That or he's letting us win. You have wings, so you're weak to electricity. Son of a bitch. I was using Pokemon logic. Clone art. Okay, he's second. Yeah, that's him.
Captain, they've slowed you down.
How disappointing.
Ooh, that was not him. Anxiety begins to well up within. Why?
Have your back.
Guard duty, thank you. Prevented the enemy from taking extra action. Well, how long is that gonna last? It's a good thing I bought some medicine.
Fighting his anxiety and they're targeting him.
Captain fighting his anxiety and then targeting him? Well, I tried. There it is again. I can feel Heisman hesitating slightly when he attacks me. I bet he sees us as another lesser species and is like, I don't want to fucking kill you, man. Honestly, really stupid of me.
Let your anxieties win now.
Really? Why does it instantly end my turn? Whatever. Oh my god, everybody's getting crazy. This is just bad luck. This is the worst luck I could have ever asked for. Thank you. Hidden evasion return to normal, hidden evasion return to normal. Love to see it.
She needs help.
So you will use an item to restore 50 to all.
I knew you'd help. My thanks.
I should have. There was a way I could have done this fight better, by the way. I already know it. So if you were going to say it, don't bother saying it. I already know precisely what I've done wrong. And if you don't know what I've done wrong, let me tell you. I should have 100% swapped Hulkenberg's extra skill to being
That helped.
heal all allies. Because she has the better heal for everyone. Stop just hitting Stroll. Jesus Christ, man. You're just cheating. Hit and evasion fell. Cool. Crit. Anxiety begins to well. Sand throw. The hit and evasion fell sharply. Can we stop this? Can we stop this back and forth with each other? Expensive medicine. Good. Now what are we gonna do? Golden attack. Found your ass.
No holding back.
Just in time. This is gonna miss.
Blunder.
It did not miss. We love to see that.
I see.
Okay.
No common cell swords, are you?
No, you could tell by the fact that I'm summoning a robot behind me? Did that help you figure that out? Clone art. There's gotta be something that's different. I'm probably missing it, whatever it is. So. Hold on. Here it is.
Here.
I see your game.
Wide-ranging attacks. Focus on one at a time.
Focus on what? How the fuck am I supposed to know that? It seems like the obvious counter is just use AoE. The answer is if you use AoE, it instantly ends your turn and none of them have to get hurt. Okay, well,
Anyone heal him.
that might be on me, but I didn't recognize that that's the way. I was not familiar with your game like that.
Heal him.
So I think that we
Let's try this.
heal Stroll. This is why I spent all of my money on
I shall
medications,
fight as the
by the way.
noble I am. This should work.
The Walgreens tech is going crazy right now. We have to get rid of one of these guys. So just like, let's see. They all do the same idle animation.
Not this one.
How do I analyze?
Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
Okay. Okay. Study them. Are they verbatim the same? Same sword, same boots, same notch in their ear. Is it the same pattern on all of their heads? Yes. Are they all wearing the same patch? Yes. Unless, do you only have one? No. You still have both patches. Okay. So it looks like they're all pretty much identical. I mean, maybe it is just fucking hope.
Is that all you have?
Okay, wrong one.
What a shame. Someone heal him.
I have to get rid of some. Otherwise, it's all for naught.
Hulkenberg's in bad shape.
Before we move on, we heal Hulkenberg.
Thank you.
With my whole team looking
I shall
healed,
vanquish evil.
we just pick one. Do you have any like AoE attacks?
This better hit.
I'm
Impossible.
barely staying
I
awake.
know that we're trying to be helpful, and I appreciate that.
impressive.
However, When I tried to use an AoE attack, they all 4 dodged, and Gallica said if you use AoE attacks, they know how to dodge them, focus on single target. So you just have to luck into the 1 and 4, which is like a fun mechanic, so I don't really
Some
mind.
grand cause to fight for, I'm sure, but I have my own.
As I
have
figured.
No intention of.
Yeah, being so easily snared. Oh, it's just that's how the fight goes. Oh, he's just supposed to.
Where'd he go? He disappeared just like that.
He's just supposed to stall your time. Okay.
Even wholly surrounded, too. It is bad enough that he's skilled, but we have an environmental
Okay, well,
disadvantage
that
here.
makes me not feel as bad, but I'm kind of sad that I wasted my AoEs, my heals, everything on that, but still.
The very first thing he did was save us from a human, right?
Yes.
So it seemed. Had he not stepped in, he'd be rid of us and not have to bother exposing himself. A passing strange choice for a supposed amoral scoundrel.
Maybe, and I'm just spitballing here, perchance, he's not a villain. Whoa, maybe it's just me, but
But we don't know anything for sure yet.
I think
Worth
that we
noting
can.
that the petrification magic didn't kick in either, I suppose.
What?
Our names still mean nothing then. The people's support is not yet strong enough to
Yeah,
protect us.
true.
Tis frustrating, but we must press on.
Or the king's magic does not work when you're in a cave. Could just be a little addendum at the bottom. Let's not raid his stuff.
Should we investigate the hut in the meantime? Maybe we'll find some clues about the kidnappings.
I think you guys are psychotic if you still think there's kidnappings going
Good
on.
plan. Let's take a look first.
You're insane if you think there's still kidnappings going on. The inside's pretty shabby too. Hey, let's not judge him. By all appearances, he does live here. All right, well, at least we've got a detective on the team.
Let's do it.
Perfect. Let's see if we can find any proof that he's a kidnapper.
Doesn't it seem
We're like the CIA planting evidence. We've got to make sure that it's him. No, he was definitely pulling punches too. How do I change? Yes, swap skills. Oh, no. Inherited. Okay. Hold on. Go in here.
That
Yes, I know. I'm changing it over to this one, which is weak HP recovery for all allies. Small jar. What's this jar? Should we try opening it? Wait, don't. I've seen this on my travel. The Ujifkrai has a custom of cremating the dead. They store the bones in an urn for burial.
I see.
So it's an urn, but judging by the size of it, these are a child's bones. So he'd go through such trouble for a child he abducted. Tis only a theory, but I suspect that this may be Haizme's own child.
So,
He is but a fallen knight and has a price on his head besides. Under such circumstances, he would not be able to manage a proper burial.
Really?
Well, I'm happy that we've been like, man, this villain has a dead kid. I hate this guy. There's the mark, the Shadow Guard. He was a knight. I suspected as much when we learned he was a Uchif, but now. Is that a different group from the one you were with, Hulkenberg?
truth is,
Titles and honors go to Clemar, or those who resemble them enough. Other knights work in the shadow, their duties
get it
lesser.
now.
Hence the name Shadow Guard, then. Discrimination, even among the knights. So much for our civilized age. You criticize society, yet you live in one. Thank you, Stroll. That's right. You call yourself civilized, yet you are racist. Interesting. Like, yeah, Stroll, that's kind of what we're doing here, man. The Shadow Guard go unseen by the public. Pariahs, all only focused in skill. Pariahs all, their only focus is skill. Sorry, let me read that properly. And Haizme, he must be dangerously skilled. Okay, now a kidnapper, suppose all the prejudice got to him, push him down a darker path. You guys are insane. Show me one inkling of any kind of proof where there was a child kidnapped here.
Look.
The urn? I doubt it. Look at all these, bundled in multiple layers of cloth. Okay, well, these could be human children. Sorry, not human children, but these could be children.
indeed.
Fairly tightly at that. It doesn't seem like anything would break if one were to drop. Never mind.
Hey,
Now that I look around, everything in this room is bound up in cloth, even the floors and walls. Still think he's a kidnapper? I don't. I'm just saying, like, I guess technically these could be the bodies of children. But I mean, like, I wouldn't know. I don't know if they're, like, hard or not. Is it necessary to go such lengths? Strange, the more I think about it.
Strange.
So perhaps there's some reason behind this. Do you guys want to know my theory? Sorry, not even theory. What I'm guaranteeing you right now is correct. 100% the reason this is all covered in cloth is because the sandworms see based off of vibrations. The cloth will dampen all of the vibrations. Therefore, the sandworms don't even know that he's here because he doesn't make any vibrations when he walks around since he's so light and stepping on cloth. That's my theory as to why he has everything covered in cloth in here. Because there'd be no reason to cover the entire floor like this unless it dampens the vibrations. Therefore, sandworms can't find you. That's my only guess.
Is
this a letter? Well, the detective does not stop there.
What?
It says, to Papa, thank you for always working so hard. I hope you and Mama stay in love forever. Sounds like the writing of a child. If they managed that much script, they must have been well educated. Was this letter written to Jaime? I wonder if the kid saw him as a good father. Hey, we never had...
So apparently.
I suppose he's been through his own share of woes, but there's also nothing to clear him of the kidnapping charges. Is there anything to support the kidnapping charges? At all? What royalty told us? Oh, okay. Well, I bet if Luis told us that the other people were the bad guys, we'd just listen to him because we love Luis. There's no way. Kringles? I know them. They're the Chris ones. I've heard of them before. They had that animated movie. Yeah.
What?
But can we even catch him? He's fast enough to run circles around us. Not only is he fast enough to run circles, he did Gallica.
No.
A direct confrontation would be difficult. Would that he had some weakness we could exploit. We need a way of countering Jaime's agility. Maybe there's something... I hate these options because I think Jaime is a very solid dude. And our options are, if we held the urn for ransom? Dude, what the... That's comedically evil for somebody who we have no proof that has done anything wrong. And all he said is, to think you'd pursue me to these lengths when all I want to do is be left alone. That's so evil. There's a lot of cloth.
This place.
There's a lot of cloth in here. That struck me as well. There's surely some reason. Why does Jaime have so much cloth? To dampen noise. Maybe it helps dampen noise. Noise, that's it. Do you think these big ears of his are just for show? He's bound to be much more sensitive to sound than we are. And that's how he lives here so safely, I'd wager. In a cave where sound echoes, it'd be easy for him to hear when the human's about. See, so the cloth is a measure against unnecessary noise. Indeed, I've heard it said that Yuji have excellent night vision and sensitivity to sound. So we just make a noise so loud that even we can hardly stand it.
Nice.
Worth a shot. All right, we're just gonna try and make him go deaf. I like that way more than trying to hold the urn for ransom. I think you are comedically evil if you choose that one. You deserve a bad ending.
Right then, let's get this plan underway.
No. Get ready, Jaime.
Come on! Show yourself!
I hope he's just watching us, man.
Wow, that's some crazy echo.
Yeah, well...
Nice getting to let loose. Long as I'm yelling anyway.
All right, he's gonna say some shit about the sandworm, some out-of-pocket stuff. Oh.
You think you're so bloody untouchable, you bastard?
All right. Salted, do you like salt? So how could you not, right? Like, in what world is salt? It literally just goes on almost every food. I suppose the only world where you wouldn't salt that hard is sometimes instead of salt, you just use MSG, but it's a very similar kind of idea because they're both adding a sodium-based thing to your food. Whether it's the monosodium that makes shit good, all right? Come on, we all know what it stands for. I actually just picked up some MSG today because I was like, you know, I don't have any lying around. And I cook way too much like fried rice and stuff to not have any lying around. So I just picked that up today. And it was really funny. I went into an H-Mart to pick it up because I was also out of rice. So I figured I just got the MSG while I was out because I was also out of rice anyways. So as I was in there, dude, it's so funny because just walking through the H-Mart, they were playing Christmas music. I don't know why. I just wasn't expecting to hear the once broken and twice shy. I was like, holy shit, I haven't heard Last Christmas I Gave You My Heart this year at all. I almost made it through the whole Christmas season without hearing it. That would have been a true tragedy. Definitely an S tier song, man. Every time I hear that one, I'm just like, but you still catch my ass. Every time I'm getting into it, it's like the first time I've heard it. Specifically, I mean, you know which version I'm talking about, right? There's been so many versions. In fact, we can talk about Christmas songs. I think they're cooked. People keep trying to make new Christmas songs happen. They're not gonna happen, man. We've got the classics. We don't need the new ones. Because there's what was that one? I think it was called It's Christmas Time. I don't know, man. They're all called the exact same thing, all right? They're all Christmas something. But I remember people were like, no, this is the best new age Christmas song we've had in ages. I fucking did not like it at all. It was the It's Not Christmas If the Snow Don't Fall and I'll Be Standing Here 3 Feet Small. Bro, I hate that one, all right? No offense. It is not good. It is not a good song, man. We don't gotta act like it is. I know we don't just want to listen to, you know, Rocking Around the Christmas Tree. It's been 90 years. We can come up with a new one. I get where you're coming from, but let's put a little more effort into coming up with a new one. Took over Christmas and we don't need any more new ones. Like, I mean, it's also, what are you gonna do? You're gonna take down Mariah Carey? Best of luck. That's an unbestable titan. If not for Christmas, people wouldn't even know her name.
Hey! Big ugly sandwormy human thing! Even Hulkenberg wouldn't eat you!
I don't know if that's true, honestly.
Gasp! Rejected by Hulkenberg! The ravenous,
This is-
all-devouring she-beast of the Knight's Order!
This is actually pretty, I like this bit. I like this because she's just stopped making noise.
Saying whatever's on our minds? Well, so be it.
Do you think Gen Alpha doesn't think Mariah Carey is real because she embraced her meme identity? I think they might actually think she does get cryogenically frozen every year. I'd believe that. I mean, like, here's the thing. If somebody told me that that's what she does, I'd just be like, it makes sense. Just unfreeze for the royalties and then go back.
Kanika, the sound of your wings keeps me up at night.
What? I didn't even know they made noise.
You think you're so smart.
I could probably shout something too. All these suck. I've got Stroll, be more careful. Gallica, be nicer to me. Hulkenberg, what the fuck is happening? We're having a drum circle. We're all just kind of getting out what's on our mind. We've had a lot, it's called therapy. This is group therapy. And soon we're gonna have Heismay show up and be like, so why do you think it is that you feel this way about your fellow teammates? And that's kind of where this is gonna go. I don't know, between these, like Hulkenberg already had 2 people rag on her. Gallica, I feel like she's not even that mean to me. But Stroll, I don't think is that non-careful, but Hulkenberg's just says Hulkenberg. So it's probably the mystery option I care the most for.
Hulkenberg, I am absolutely not old-fashioned or stubborn.
All right, good.
Enough! Stop this infernal din!
Hey, see, there he is, our therapist. Finally, he showed up. My goat, there he is.
What
Hi,
do you think would
Heismay.
happen if that monster showed up without my ears working? You'd all be dead. Is this blasted bounty that important to you?
But I kind of also just wanted to talk to you a little bit. I've been missing you. Hey, man, have you been thinking about me at night? Because, I mean, I don't know. I kind of been thinking about you, Heismay. So I was just thinking maybe we could get along or
Here's our
something.
guest of honor at last. It was never about the money. Children are missing. We can't just ignore a kidnapper.
Heisman's gonna be like, what the hell are you talking about?
I see now. As you were saying before, they've named me a kidnapper. A monster preying on children.
If the charges are false, I would hear it. In truth, even I've come to doubt the allegations.
Yes, good job, Hulkenberg. Was it the fact that there was 0 evidence whatsoever of that? Once we went into his house and noticed, wow, this is a loving father who misses his child and probably left the Knights because he misses his child, and most likely the war crimes of the whatever is going on in the world is what caused his child to die? Are we gonna probably say, actually, maybe he's not evil?
And why is that, Lady Knight?
Well?
You've lost a child yourself, haven't you? I cannot imagine a parent who has endured such pain would kidnap children. much less sell them off.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, Hulkenberg, but you could definitely have said it with a little bit more tact. Definitely, like 100% could have said it with more tact.
Hold on. I can't trust a man who does nothing but flee.
Well, because he didn't want to kill us. What are you talking about?
The people responsible for my home burning. Zorba, who forced the dead to fight on his behalf. Anyone who can't face reality themselves is capable of any low.
What?
True enough. If we lived in a world where words alone proved us just, I'd not be living in this infernal cave.
Okay, so they also probably pinned something on him. Got
I'm
it.
sorry, but I won't go to the gallows before I've even honored my son's death. If you'll not leave me be, then we decide this another way.
What if maybe, I'm just saying, you know, we just kind of shouted our feelings out at everybody, and we're all feeling better as a group because of it. What if we just kind of talked for a bit? What if we did that? What if we were adults who could communicate with each other? I understand that playing pirate is really cool and we can all just swing our swords at each other a little bit, but what if we like talked? Just an idea. Okay, well, there goes that one.
So you're finally ready to fight us properly.
I'm not.
Draw steel.
I'd rather not. But like,
If
I'd
I'm to take your life, I'll not do it from the shadows.
Oh,
But if you refuse to retreat, then ready your blades.
we'll make you talk.
Yes.
Sure.
We shall have the truth from you.
I don't even think that this fight, what is the motivation behind this? Like, here's the thing. If we took the Ashes hostage, I would totally understand this fight right now. If we were holding his son's ashes for ransom or daughter's ashes for ransom, I would totally get why he's like, I want you dead. We banged the pot and then went, actually, I'm not even sure if you're evil. And then he went, so death it is then.
Here I come.
It's just so dumb. Clone art again, man. Whatever, I swapped it. I feel hesitation. Could he be wavering about delivering a fatal blow? So this one moved first. And the other three move in sync. So it's this one.
That all you have?
What's going on?
You son of a bitch, man. Stupid fucking bullshit ass. Oh my god. I should have swapped out my team. So, okay. There's probably no way to tell then. It's probably just a 1 and 4.
My strength.
That's fine. I'm fine with it just being a 1 and 4. I'm not like, that's horrible. How could they? It's just like, hold on, let me
Are
just
you all right?
heal everyone back up.
Helpful as ever.
Boys are chilling. Boys are chilling.
What just happened?
Time the idols. There's got to be a difference. So 1, 2, 3. So you went last. Then it's 1, 2. Wait a while. 3.
What just happened?
I don't know. You. All right.
I can't afford. I shall vanquish.
Why
evil.
was it the second one? It's a great question, man. It really is. It's one that I wish I could answer myself, but I've truly got no idea.
'Tis best you.
Clone art, and then you're gonna start attacking. Dark sword, probably on me because I'm already confused. Yep. Okay. Fuck you.
All these copies. I wonder if there's some way to tell them apart.
I mean, there definitely is.
Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
Okay. Heisme, Heisme, Heisme. Maybe one of them spelled different. Heisme. 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 They're all level 22. Yes. Okay. Sure. You moved first and then the other 3 moved in sync. Will that continue to be the case? But even if it is, last time that's what we saw, and that didn't even change anything. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna throw 100 HP on this guy.
I knew you'd help.
The captain's lost his
The
memory.
next one's yours.
He
Pass
can't
it over.
Clean up this mess.
So let's see if it's still the truth. That's how it works. 1, and then the other 3. I mean, it's 1 and then the other 3.
How disappointing.
Locked. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just kind of like made up. Maybe nothing fucking matters.
Show no mercy.
This is their 77th attack this turn.
God, you've got some fancy footwork, Stroll.
Okay. Hit and evasion return to normal. Cool.
Lost his memory. He can't use it. He's
This
not
one. Maybe it's whoever acts last. Because I can say with 100% confidence, the one that acted last
Run if
was
you
this
want,
one.
but you can't escape my aim.
Wait, which one's attacking the most? It's pretty hard to see, honestly. It's not the most visually clear, but you attacked last.
That all you have?
Okay, so that's not it. One, it doesn't really even show, it doesn't even bother showing me which one it is that's attacking. It's just all
lost his
Heisma's.
memory. He can't use any skills.
Are you all right?
All right, we'll just meaty everybody up real quick.
Helpful as ever.
What just happened?
What's the difference? What's the difference? You have a white scarf on. You have a white scarf on. See, this one, I'm gonna analyze for a bit here. And the reason I'm gonna analyze for a bit is because whichever one, right now it's a 50-50. So one of these is real and one of these is fake. The question is which is which. So you have a lot going on. Is the shadow glitched? Oh my God, I'm gonna fucking, oh my God. Oh, wow. Oh man, who's overthinking? So maybe if we take the quantum analysis of the moon, and then we are going to use that to triangulate the position of where it is on Earth. No, man, just fucking hit him if he has a shadow, he's real. Son of a bitch. And here I was staring at them pixel by pixel. I was about to start counting the buttons on his shirt. Okay, I know which one's the real one. Got it.
Wait a second.
Don't say it out loud. Don't fucking say it out loud. Don't you dare say it out loud.
So,
Don't say it out loud, all right? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, man.
Is everyone all right?
Son of a bitch. I feel like, honestly, just you throw him 100 HP. I don't feel like using your mana on that, because your mana's limited. Mana's a resource. Sand throw? Are you not even going to bother making clones anymore? Because I know what I'm doing. Clone art? It's perhaps the worst turn you could have had. Because I know your secret now. Oh my God, it looks so fucking obvious now, man. It's like, staring at it, I'm like, of course, it's just the one. Ah, son of a bitch. Ice. Okay, well.
my fight ends here. What are those strange powers you possess?
So, Heisman, like, no offense to you, because I'm not going to kill you, obviously. You're the best, you're the GOAT. You can't call our powers strange if you just use Naruto Shadow Clone Jutsu on me, man. That's actually more insane, I think. We were both overthinking. Dude, I, honest to God, was counting the golden buttons on his vest. I was getting so deep into it. I was like, okay, I see what we're doing here. One's gonna have 21 golden buttons, but the clones only have 20 golden buttons. I'm getting it now.
Strive for greater heights.
Oh, that's so sad, man. That's so sad. I was timing the idols. I was doing that at first too. I was like, aha, I'm on to you now, Heisman.
How'd you cast spells without igniters? What was that?
We want to talk
We'll have
first.
our answers first. Did you really kidnap all those people from the castle town?
No.
Look around you, lad. Where
Yeah.
would I keep the victims? Besides, I'm but one man. Kidnapping on the scale you suggest would be damn near impossible.
I have to agree.
You're saying you were framed? This case even reached the capital, you know. Why would anyone pin such horrors on an innocent man?
Because, like, if you did such horrors, would you want to come forth and be like, hey, guys, YouTube apology? I have made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment when I took those kids for the 37th time. Like, what are you talking about? Of course they'd pin it on someone.
Innocent is more generous than most of the world sees me. A Ujif drifter, a disgraced knight condemned by the Sanctists. What couldn't they pin on me?
Can I raise my hand, walk to the front of the class for a second here? It's just like, I'm getting a little bit tired of one thing the characters keep doing in this game, which is where they keep bringing up their race and being like, you wouldn't understand how hard it is for me to be discriminated against. Now, that might be true for the one on my left, Hulkenberg, and the one on my right, Stroll. I feel like it is psychotic that the Papyrus, the Ujif, everybody keeps being like, you wouldn't understand how hard it is to be me. When I'm in Elda, when the first thing that happened when I walked into town was I saw someone get hanged, and then right afterwards somebody else turned to me and was like, oh, you're in Elda, I bet you'll be up there next. I know, man. I know, Ball. I'm 100% aware how horrible it is. Like, we can have a little solidarity here, man. Join up.
They cast me out, stripped my titles, and put a price on my head. They would even refuse me the right to mourn my child.
God. Man, poor Heisman.
And thus,
invite him to join.
you held back against us, didn't you? You never intended to take our lives.
You noticed that, Hulkenberg?
Or perhaps you could not bring yourself to kill a young man.
Which one?
Just didn't want to make a mess I'd have to clean up.
Dang.
What do you think? Is Heisme really our kidnapper?
Perhaps. Come on. My options are, I don't think he's the culprit. Yes, he's the culprit. Or I'm not sure. It's the easiest choice in
I don't
gaming.
think he's the culprit.
I agree.
Yup.
That being said, it is also hard to imagine the town maintaining a groundless bounty so faithfully.
I wonder if maybe the one guy who said, hey, you should go there during the sandstorm, they'll all be asleep, and then we've shown up and everyone's like, hey, during the sandstorm, these things get enraged like crazy. They want everyone dead. And he went, hey, by the way, I'm telling you this tip, make sure you don't tell anyone that I'm the one who told you, haha, because haha, I would hate for anyone to know, haha, perhaps that maybe I gave you false information that would lead to your death. I can imagine, actually, who could have been framing this. I can imagine it. Tis not hard at all. Tis flaccid to imagine.
'Twas the Holy Lady who named the price, and the guard captain who thereby took it to the capital. To end this as a case of mistaken identity would disgrace their word.
Well,
You think they
their
must have
word
had a
is
reason to
disgraced.
suspect him then? So, what's really going on here?
Why don't we just have a conversation with Heisme?
Sounds to me like between the Guard Corps and Heisme, one of them could be lying.
Oh, Stroll, is that what it sounds like to you? You know, I love Stroll with all my heart. He's not smart. This man, his brain is like the DVD loading screen, and we're praying that the one brain cell aligns perfectly in the corner. Cause he's not really on it, man. It's not been going great for
Remember when we
him.
first arrived? We almost got killed by a beast they told us would be asleep.
Uh-huh.
You cannot be suggesting the Guard Corps set us up. Absurd. No, it defies all reason. They went to such lengths to place a request.
What? Let me postulate. Let me postulate for a moment. Y'all mind if I postulate? All right, I'm about to postulate. What if it's not all of the Guard Corps and it's the one guy who said, whatever you do, don't tell anybody that I told you this. Hey, by the way, you should go at this date on this time, specifically at 4 p.m. when the Sandworm will be the most asleep. Oh, he was awake? Oh, what are we doing here, man?
So you think I'm the one lying, do you?
No.
Like I said, we don't make assumptions.
No.
If there's anything else you know, we're listening.
You're a strange lot.
Join us. Join us,
Fine.
baby.
Investigate this as you see fit. And if you think I'm guilty by the end of it, put me in chains.
He's so obviously not. An individual in an organization? Preposterous. A man in a position of power misusing that position of power? Surely not. None could do this. I love Luis because he would never misuse his power, they say, waggling their finger at the screen. Because he's part of an organization, therefore he must be one of the good guys. He's a knight, you know, so he can't be evil. He's part of the Corps, everybody. People's dreams have no
What's the
ends.
matter? Never tied up a captive before?
No,
Give it a
we're-
rest, old man. You'll make a better guide than a captive. Otherwise, the human makes a meal of us, and nobody wins.
Strange lot indeed. And... oh, my God, a foul-smelling one to boot.
hey, my boot does not smell that bad, Heismay. Okay? It's the rest of me that smells
Remind me.
horribly.
Sorry, but you'll have to bear with us.
Didn't we? Let me pull up the log. You'd make a better guide than a captain. Or than a captive. Huh. Are we 100%? 1,000,000%? We're certain that he would make a better guide than a captive. Yep. All right, cool. I just wanted to make sure we all were all in agreement as what was said 3 seconds. It's like the Butch Hartman Fairly Odd Parents thing. But this would never happen. Cut away, and then it has happened.
Don't mind
Comedically.
me.
We're probably using this to get back into town, though.
If the charges prove false, you should be cleared. Still, we'll have to find a new head to be judged for the competition.
Am I gonna lose? Am I gonna crash out on them right now? Brother, I feel psychotic. We'll need to find the head of a giant beast for the competition. Oh, I don't know. What about the giant human that swallowed us all whole and had a 14 floor plan apartment inside his stomach? What if we maybe killed that human and took that giant head from the human? Because it was about who can give the best head, Alvin, Simon, or Theodore. So if we kind of consider it from that perspective, we should get the biggest head that we can. And Heismay's head, no offense to you, Heismay, it's a sugar glider, man. It's not what I think he's supposed to be an albino bat, but he reminds me of a sugar glider, so I said it.
Then we'll just find whoever's actually behind it and have their head instead.
Because I don't think sugar gliders' wings are exactly like that. They more have like the flying squirrel style wings where they spread out their arms and then underneath connecting, they've got like a webbing that lets them fly.
Let's contact Barden tomorrow, but we'll keep quiet about Heismay. Can't tell if we can trust the guardsmen yet.
Because we don't know about the wings and all that. Or sorry, because if you look at the wings, I can't really show it here, but the wings are way more bat-like than sugar glider-like.
What are we going to do with Heismay tonight? We can't exactly set him up at the inn.
Wait, let him sleep on the runner.
Steady on. You're not leaving me to watch our bounty alone.
Well, someone else can stay here.
Fine. Then Nurus and I can both watch him tonight. Better us than risking our candidate, I suppose.
What about Hulkenberg? Why don't we all just stay here?
That the bounty hunting was part of this plan to take the throne. And
Oh, you know.
further, you've a lady of the knighthood with you. Not to mention command of a gauntlet runner. I sense there's more to this story, hmm?
It's a long story. We're after
The
Luis.
truth is, we're going after Luis.
Luis, the monstrous child himself, eh? So you're not just grasping at power. You've got convictions.
Would you like to join us, Heismay? Extending one hand, hand and wing. Well, actually, I guess if you want to, right next to you, you could go wing and wing. But I'd rather hand and wing.
Now the throne's in anyone's reach, eh? Suppose the king's magic wasn't just a myth. Well, hardly matters to an old codger like me. No telling if I'll even live to see the next king crowned.
I love this guy. If he doesn't join our team, I'm writing a strongly worded letter to Atlas headquarters. That it will just be please underlined 400 times.
This is all jolly cheerful. And I'm to be stuck between these two old goats the whole night.
I don't understand why we can't all just sleep here.
Don't blame me, lad. You volunteered.
Those are some sharp ears. We should probably watch our words in here.
I love Heisman. What a goat. Oh, he's awesome. Oh, if he doesn't join us, I'm going to be tragically hurt. What a terrible day. Oh, have the ability to teleport. That makes so much sense. Sorry, I was just like, how the hell did we leave the cave and teleport or get back home in one day? I have the ability to teleport. Never mind, that makes a lot of sense. And that's like in lore. It's not like fast travel in other games where they just kind of expect you to not think about it. I hope Norris and the others are okay. All we can do is get some rest now and be ready for tomorrow.
Gone to shite this ass.
Going to shite this has. I got to agree with whoever said that one in the background. Damn, I'm exhausted. Let's take it easy for today. I'm happy you're exhausted, Gallica. Feel free to stay back here. I'm exhausted. That's awesome that you are. That doesn't say anything about me, man.
Evidently.
So it begins with rumors of safety during a sand flash, and thus the trap is already set. Whatever the case, Heisman is safely in our custody. Others will stand vigil over him, so let us rest while we can. Where the fuck do I go to rest? Is it? Oh,
to see you.
Yeah. Never mind. Crazy question to ask someone. Why do you eat bugs? I mean, okay, I forgot the layout of this place. We haven't been here for as long. Should I turn in for the day? Might as well.
Good night.
Please let time march on and the age of a new king draws nearer. It's all I ask.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Fuck yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. The age of a new king does draw nearer. Oh, hell yeah.
I dreamed we were being chased around by a horde of giant sandworms. I barely got any rest at all.
Damn, Gallica, that's crazy. Turns toward nightmare.
I hope Heisman behaved himself in the Gauntlet Runner. You should go check on him later.
I'm sure he's
also
fine.
need to get some information out of Barden. But how do we even bring it up?
I think we should have a little bit of a group intervention involving the one guy who gave us the information.
Are you awake?
Yeah, I suppose.
Barden just sent word. A few children disappeared in the night.
But we have Heisman captured.
Wait, but Heisman's in the Gauntlet Runner, right?
Uh-huh.
If he's still bound there, that basically proves he's innocent.
But
we need to get to the runner.
We need to get to the runner quick. Please don't let him somehow randomly be missing. Oh my god. What are we doing?
Speak, man. Are you all...
Ah, he's drunk as hell.
Reeks of
Yeah.
alcohol.
Yeah, he did.
Well, Heisman was blathering on about some things I found rather unnerving. So I had a little sup of the spirits.
All right, yeah.
Wow. What?
And then Stroll?
You witless... Maybe...
All right. Well... Okay, well, that's...
Now, what's all the commotion?
That was it. He kept scaring me, so I stuffed him into the lavatory to shut him up.
He says that like it makes sense. Does it make sense to you?
Does he drive like this?
Drink and drive, does he?
Well, okay, hold on. There's probably no laws against it yet. So, as far as I'm concerned, Norris is probably the best drunk driver in the entire country. He's probably really good at it. The thing about drunk driving, right, is like a lot of people are like, oh, it's so dangerous. They don't have enough practice. Me personally, I've just got to get in a little bit more training and I can be the best. It's the drunk crashers who are the issue, if you ask me. Obviously, hold on, let me just obvious addendum here. That's not true. Anyways, but like saying, acknowledging it not being true is the death of comedy. But I just felt like it was probably somewhat apt to mention that afterwards.
If you dare touch a single drop on the road, I'll toss you off the runner's back myself.
Wow, Hogenberg would hate to be in with me. Sheesh.
Anyway, one thing's for sure. Heisman was tied up the whole time, so he never set foot outside, right?
Yep.
What's all this about frightening Eurus? I cannot imagine you suddenly felt compelled to share ghost stories.
He was probably just talking about the fragility of life and how sad it is that we're all gonna die someday.
I heard some strange sounds last night. I could tell they were footsteps, but not any I recognized. If it had anything to do with the disappearance of the residents, it could prove my innocence. That's why I spoke up.
Yeah.
I don't think he's lying.
Well,
with all that fog, I couldn't find the source of the footsteps, but...
Okay.
Children's shoes.
Never worn. Sorry. It's just the saddest sentence of all time. For sale, baby shoes, never worn. Damn. It's actually...
It was after midnight. no time for children to be out and about. I had the shoes checked at the guard station, and it looks like they belong to the missing children.
So I would just... one little slight asterisk stroll. You said shoes? Gonna have to bump the S off of that one, brother. That's shoe 1. Generally, they come in pairs, so I can see where you get that confused, but that is 1. Pretty close, though.
Then 'tis likely those footsteps belong to your true culprit.
Yeah, no, I mean, Heisman, I did kind of piece those together, but I understand my group hasn't exactly been the most intelligent in your presence, so I understand why you'd want to restate that.
The guard said no one left town last night.
Doesn't that tell you all you need to know?
Nobody left?
That must mean
That
the
must mean
culprit
the
is
culprit
inside the town. The call is coming from inside the house? Holy shit.
Logically, yes.
Yep.
If that's the case, I'd like to talk to Barden, but how much of this should we share with him?
If you ask me, it's time to lay out all you know. Taking me with you might help your case too.
Because there's clearly somebody who
Let's
is...
not get ahead of ourselves. To bring you before the very man responsible for the bounty on your head. I trust I need not illustrate the risk.
Worst case, we just go to war with a town and become terrorists right before we become king, right? Because, like, the thing is, if we're legally branded as terrorists, I just turn around once I'm king and go, I presidentially pardon myself. It works every time, man. You can commit any crimes you want so long as you're gonna run for office.
Risk or not, the real culprit's likely one of their own. If you hide me, they'll accuse you of harboring a known criminal.
Yeah.
You all had it right. It's time I faced reality. A life on the run leaves no room for me to truly mourn my son.
I'm very excited, because that also sounds like he might have a little bit of conviction after this.
Heisme.
Yep, that's his name. Don't wear it out.
Whatever the case, let's meet with Barden.
Yep. I agree with that also. I hope we do bring Heisme with us.
Well, I must say I couldn't hope you'd capture him so swiftly.
But there's an importance. Yeah, Morris. Yeah, pedophile. sorry. Trafficker. I should be more apt. Epstein's provider. Epstein's plug. That's what I should call him. He's not necessarily a pedophile. He's just the one who has the connections.
Something wrong? You don't look well. Got a face like you've just stumbled upon a dead man.
No, it's nothing. Just surprised you caught him.
Aye, you have my thanks. Clearly, we were right to trust you. You'll get your payment in full.
Oh, dude. The bots are getting better. By the way, with that said, enjoy the permanent ban. Dude, they're now doing it not as a link so that they don't get... Oh, so that they don't get auto-detected by auto-mod. That's pretty clever. I'll give them that. With that said, enjoy the perma.
Before that, I want to ask you one question. Why was Heisme the only suspect in this case?
One of the guard witnessed him firsthand. Go on, Morris, tell him.
Oh.
On the night of the kidnappings, I spotted a UG bolting into the wilderness. Several times. No mistaking a squat figure like that. I'm telling you, what are the chances of there being 2 UG brigands in the area?
What did you say?
Strange. I don't recall the kidnappers' tribe being listed on the bounty poster. Even the captain seemed surprised, yet you alone knew this.
I like it. We're doing a little Phoenix right here. Put on the Ace Attorney music. Hold it! Take that!
He's obviously our culprit.
I don't know about that.
Most strange. Heisme was already in our custody yesterday. In other words, the kidnappings of last night cannot be his doing.
Very strange.
Captain, I'm one of yours, aren't I? You're not gonna trust this little red-eyed bastard over me, are you?
Don't worry, he's not trusting the red-eyed one. He's trusting the 3 behind the red-eyed one. I'm red-haired. I can see how you could get confused. The features are
There's
somewhat
also
similar.
the testimony from the guard at the gate. He reported no one coming or going from the city.
You scabby bounty hunters think you can mock the guard corps like this? Just take your damn blood money and get the hell out of here.
Well, hold on.
Fine, keep your hair on. We'll get to the bottom of this eventually.
Stroll got the yowie hands there, I'm not gonna lie. Good for him, though.
Is there a problem here?
Barden, may I interrupt?
No problem, ma'am.
Well, I'm not handing over Heisme.
Was that? Did you hear it, lad?
No.
No, I didn't hear anything.
Now I see your game, you fiends.
Ah?
What? Heisme! Find him! Secure.
No. We're on Heisme's
He's
side.
nowhere to be found.
I got the impression he sensed something. If he'd meant to escape, he would have done it yesterday.
Good thing that we used the easy to escape ropes, by the way. I forgot to tell you guys, me and Heisme, we had a discussion off screen. We put him in like the prop ropes that you can easily break apart with your hands, so.
I think Barden's innocent in all this. The real scumbag here is Morris, his second in command.
It seems like Morris might be working with the one who's mainly in charge, but...
He framed Heisme with a false eyewitness testimony. Must have figured an exiled Ujif would be a perfect scapegoat.
So Morris, a would-be guard of the people, has been kidnapping the residents and selling them off.
Yes. But lady, she walked over and he heard it? Yeah, no, that's what I'm thinking is like, I agree that Barden, probably innocent. Currently, the suspect list is as follows, right? Barden, he's one of the good cops. Unfortunately, he's surrounded by only the bad ones. Because he came to the Capitol to plead and beg, like, please save our people. I care so much for the children of this town. I beg that you take this commission. I need someone to stop Heisme. We stop Heisme, and he's like, oh my God, thank God the kids are safe. But then he hears, oh, last night it still happened, but we had him. And now he's in a bit of, how could this happen? So I think Barden, completely innocent. I think Morris and the lady up top are in on this one.
And there's also those footsteps that old Heisme heard in the night.
You didn't have to call him old Heisme, by the way. And we know which one you're talking about. It's like throwing an adjective on helps you distinguish between two people, right? Like if there were two people both named, I don't know, Joe. You have tall Joe and short Joe. People would know who you're talking about. Just calling him old Heisme for no reason. It's just kind of like out of pocket. We don't gotta do that. It'd be like if someone was like, yeah, you watch that guy Ugly Salted Slices? There's no other one, man. We don't have to go down this, okay?
Norris is bound to have sobered up by now, right?
Maybe.
Let's see how things are outside and get back to the runner.
Generally, it takes a little bit longer than that. Don't let anybody escape. We can't have Heisme getting out. Let's just walk out of the castle. Oh, okay. Well, simple as.
Are you coherent yet? I didn't take you as the sort to fall so hard into your cups.
Well, an icy bath like that would freshen anyone up.
She says it like, I was just having a good time.
Tell us again what happened last night. It may be our only clue to tracking down the real culprit.
Probably a pair of 2 footsteps.
Ah, bloody hell. Yes, it's coming back a bit.
Okay.
It wasn't just Heisme's reports. It was right after I slung Heisme into the bathroom.
Okay, a massive shadow.
A man of this world. It was a dark messenger, I tell you. A specter from the very bowels of hell.
Oh, what are we doing here, Norris?
It was like the horrors of every fairy story from my schoolboy days sprung to Stygian life.
Yeah, you can just say it was scary next time.
I was shaken, chums. Shaken to my core. I cried out for help, grabbed for something to steady myself, and all I found was the bottle.
That's exactly what my dad said every time he would drink. So I'm right there with you, Norris.
You're all right now.
Hey, I wasn't gonna drink tonight either, but I am missing Abraham Lincoln like a motherfucker, dude. I'm right there with you. Amen. I'll drink to that.
Even if there is some monster behind this, how would it connect with Morris? I don't see why he would be compelled to hide this to the extent of framing Heisme.
I wonder. Sorry, I'm trying to think through my theory. Do we think he's sacrificing children to a human? Do we think Morris has like a deal where it's protection as long as he can give away children? And that's the only way he can guarantee, in his mind, that's the only way to guarantee that the town stays safe? I didn't drink. I tumbled into a bottle and the alcohol fell into my mouth. Yeah, it was so unlucky, dude. I didn't even want to buy this alcohol. I just kept trying to say, no, man, like rubbing alcohol. And they were like, yeah, so another 6-pack. And I was like, well, if you're offering, how can I say no? I don't want you being so hospitable to me. I'll just let this open wound fester and kind of boil over.
True. Let's try investigating the lady's old castle. Heismay's bound to have a reason for bolting off like that.
Right. I think that they're feeding a human or something similar, and then we'll kill the giant creature. Now, it could be the worm from earlier because they've already set up the worm as existing. No good. They said they haven't found Heismay yet. But then again, 100% Norris would have seen the giant worm that we fought because it was 2 inches away from the runner. So I think he would have recognized it and been like, it was the worm that swallowed you all whole. But I mean, maybe he did. Maybe he was just kind of chilling, taking a nap after riding for that long. Sounds like he's got them on a wild goose chase. What of our plans? Should we just sneak in? Ho there. That's not very nice. We're all upstanding citizens. You don't have to call us that. Over here. That sounds like
evidently
he's coming from over there. Is he calling for us? I'm telling you, Barden's innocent, man. He wants the kid safe. He wants to get to the bottom of this. I knew it. Huh? Why is Heisman with you? The guard at the gate said they'd not found him yet. I'm the captain of the guard, and I have responsibility to the truth. To know and uphold it. That's all this is about.
What folly.
Could have been avoided all this trouble if you just lopped my head off to start with. Oddballs, a lot of you. Why'd you run off so suddenly? I did some investigating inside. The moment Lady Joanna cracked the door to the room, I heard the sound of a child scream. Oh shit, and who else was in on it? Whatever you heard cannot have been our own family. No child can get into such a heavily guarded castle unnoticed. Your kidnapper has to be within these walls. My money's on Morris being the weasel. He lied to our faces, trying to get us to walk into a human's jaws. Morris? No, that's absurd. I cannot suffer him to kidnap any more innocent children. Please, will you help me put an end to this evil? I've nobody else to turn to. Of course. After all, we can't use your head for the competition. We'll need a replacement anyways. We're in. Of course.
I'm in your debt.
Two-sided, man. Seemed to us like no kidnapper could get victims into the castle on our watch. Not under all our noses. But there was an old underground tunnel that even the castle guards. Don't say deny. What? I'm too American pilled to be able to say like, even the castle guards deny know about it. I'm too American. I don't have that kind of tongue for it. And Heismay's the man who found it. There'll be plenty of places to hide hostages down there. Morris may have known about it as well. Right under the lady's mansion. That's bold. Okay, let's get to work then. Right, then. Should be able to get there from Blindwell Alley at the end of Cattle Racket Road. I've got to return to my post, but I'm counting on all of you. Heismay, welcome in, my man. A well leading to an underground channel. Everyone's already headed to Blindwell Alley. We can get there by following Cattle Racket Road. So let's get there when you're ready. Is this finally going to be our first, or our next official dungeon? Because I know technically we had, mini ones when we went after Heismay, but it didn't really feel like it as much. Yeah, this is going to be a dungeon for...
Let's go.
I can hear the kidnapped children screaming underneath here. We must help them. Hold on. Oh, song goes crazy. Oh, I think that's the first time we've heard that one. Sorry, I had to feel that one for a second. All right. No, I like that song a lot. So this is the old well that Barden mentioned. We should be able to get down to the underground channel from here. Wait. They don't love you like I love you. Wait. Sorry, go on. The old well that Barden mentioned, we should be able to... hold on. I will wait. I've been told to wait. If you go down there, the game ends. Banger music. Dude, Atlus always knocks it out of the park. I mean, it's Lotus Juice. Lotus Juice goes crazy. We're so close to being able to get you off, Mage. Please. Because once Hulkenberg just hits level 10 on this one, we can go back to Knight, finish up Knight's levels, then become the Magic Knight, which is going to be so sick. Sounds like Chinese opera singing. I might be wrong, though. I believe it. I've only heard Chinese opera singing once, and it's embarrassing to say where I heard it, so.
This power.
The most resonant vessel in thee, which awakens with a roar, thou art its speaker. This means to shout down, the old, okay. Who are you? This voice, I can't remember. I hear a familiar voice. Magic is yearning, it's a born, which awakens a roar, thou art its speaker. The heroes of old perish, only possessing one, yet this marks thee apart, thou canst hide. Who are you? This voice, I can't remember. I hear a familiar voice. Yeah, heroes of old perished. Okay, so they all have the same one. Okay. Drop the slices, Lord. It's embarrassing. It's because in Genshin Impact, they released Yunjin, who was an opera singer, and she's from the nation Liyue, which is based off of China. So they got a Chinese opera singer to do the voice for her. And then there was a huge controversy between the different creators inside the Genshin sphere, because some of them were like, oh, this is awesome, I love this song, oh, she sounds so good singing, and then other people were like, what the hell, this is the worst song I've ever heard, and then the people who were like, this is the worst song I've ever heard, a lot of people were like, how come you can't accept it? There was like a whole debacle going on. What was my take on it? Dude, I was so excited she was a new Geo character. Still waiting for the ZZZ video. I can't tell if the points that I have are valid anymore because they just released the best patch they've released, period. So it makes it kind of hard. If anybody has not, if anybody hasn't played ZZZ, by the way, Zenless Zone Zero, it's a game that I do truly love, and I'd recommend playing it for at least 2-3 days right now. And the only reason I say that is because they give you a free S rank hero, which is the highest rank a hero can be, and they're a really fun character, and I really enjoy them as a character. So like, I recommend it heavily right now. Anybody who just logs in gets it for free. So this is the old well that Barden mentioned.
Ready?
Kidnapped children should be down here. Let's hurry. We must rescue the children. We've got to awaken Heismei to his persona. Sorry, to his archetype. My fault. A secret underground channel. Certainly lives up. Oh, it does kind of sound Chinese. See, I would never... I will take your word for it.
It's all clear.
There's no way it ends well for me if I just take a random guess. That sounds someone's here. Is it going to be...
Come on, get the bait moving already. If that thing goes out of control, we'll be dinner.
Oh, will we, Morris?
You can't run from us.
Suspiciously children-shaped meal.
Please. Help.
The child yet lives.
Okay, well, Hulkenberg, I agree with you. He definitely does live. I just don't think that, like, you had to say it out loud. You mean the moving child who said, help me? We think that he might be alive?
Out of your jurisdiction now, aren't you? You're trespassers down here. And that means anything that happens to you is your own damn fault.
Morris, I can kill you by I'm like Charles Xavier to you, brother. I can close my eyes and think about you and your mind will explode.
If you've got something to say it to our faces. Even you must feel the weight of what you've done.
Yep.
Eyes up. Something stirs in the back.
What do you have planned for Christmas? Just gonna go see my immediate family, have my little Christmas there. I've got gifts for my older brother, younger brother, my dad, my mom. I've got all my gifts already. I still have to wrap them. That's fine. If I really want to wrap at them, I got like classic Eminem in my life. So that's pretty much where I default to, because it's what I listen to throughout most of, well, that, and I also, anyways, that doesn't matter. No, but I still do have to wrap them up. Some of them are going to be really awkward to wrap. Dude, I had no clue what to get my older brother because all he does is play Stellaris. And like, what do you get for the man who has everything? He's got his gaming chair, Stellaris in front of him, and 47 hours to sit there and play it. He's already got everything he needs in life. The only thing I could maybe get him is a speaker so he can play Ben Shapiro louder. That's pretty much all I've got. Because that's pretty much all he does all day. Yeah, a big old map of the map. Yeah, he could probably point out each galaxy on it. So what I did end up getting him is there's this company that makes little like metal figures. I think they're called Metal Earth. I decided to just get him a little set of the tweezers and pliers that you use to snip off all the metal parts, and I got him a European medieval armor that you make out of metal. So that should hopefully be good because he loves his European armor. Hopefully. I don't know. We'll see. Once he opens, I mean, granted, it's not like he's employed, so I'm probably getting nothing from him in return. So it's already leaps and bounds better. So what, you had 3 demon dogs?
We heard about?
No.
No. Further back. 'Tis the footsteps in the night.
What'd you get for your little brother? 2 things. 1, so originally he's a huge frog fan. He's got 14 pet frogs that he looks after. I think 3 of them are poison dart frogs. There's a couple of Australian whites. There's a couple of, or sorry, I think it might be African whites. I think. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not the frog expert he is. I know the poison darts. I know he has a bullfrog. The bullfrog is fucking huge, man. That thing is a burger. That's a Big Mac. You pick it up. Oh my God, man. It's like the heart attack grill. It's also, I think that it would try to eat the cat that we have over there, my childhood cat. I'm 100% sure that the bullfrog looks at it through the glass and is like, I could beat you. And it might be able to, honestly, because that childhood cat doesn't, look, they've failed to kill way more mice than they have killed. But, so he's a big fan of frogs, and with that, in the cages, because he's a good frog owner, he propagates little environments for them to have, and so he grows his own mushrooms inside of them. Not the psychedelic mushrooms, the fucking kind that the frogs would like. If you even thought he would be, oh, he wants the psychedelic ones, he would pick up a toad and lick it. I know, he's bringing up toad licking again. It's just because it's crazy to me that people do that. There was somebody who walked in, because he works at a pet store, somebody walked in and was like, you know, some toads actually produce a psychedelic. And he was like, no, I've heard before. And then the guy was like, I own one of them, and I'd lick it all the time. I was like, what do we offer up free information for, man? You're allowed to not say everything on your mind out loud. Like, if you murdered somebody, would you walk out and just be like, by the way, I did kill that guy? You can just keep it secret that you licked your pet toad, man. I don't need to know that. He definitely didn't need to know that. But anyway, so what I got him is a giant, it's like a body pillow size thing of a mushroom. It's like a 51-inch giant mushroom body pillow, because he loves plushies and pillows and all that kind of stuff too. So I figured it's a perfect gift for him. For my dad, what did I get him? I got my dad his favorite, like, he's really big into getting tattoos. He does a lot of black and white tattoos. He's got this one polish he likes to throw on them that makes the blacks look deeper, and so it makes the tattoos pop really hard. So I got him some of that for him to use up, because he will go through it 100%. I don't like it because to me it makes your hands kind of feel like the dog medicine, where it's like so sticky. And why do I say dog medicine as though everybody would know what that means? Because there's the one guy on TikTok who keeps putting dog medicine on his hands, and he's like got the crinkly hands. That's how I feel like that wax style thing he puts on feels, but he loves it, so whatever. It's for him, not me. And then for my mom, I got her a very sweet and sentimental gift that I probably don't want to say out loud, but she loves it. She's already got it. I had to get it early because there was a time constraint on getting it done, but after I gave it to her, I was like, this kind of counts as your Christmas present because it's pretty expensive to get set up, but so we've outdone Christmas, baby, which is nice. Once you're done the shopping of Christmas, Christmas is so peak. Before you're done the shopping, it can be stressful as hell. Anyways, let's get back to the giant monster, the eldritch being beyond our imaginations.
The more its watchdogs start changing with it. One of them's gonna make a million.
What has been happening here? Why do you kidnap the residents?
To feed to the giant thing behind it. Am I crazy?
Why? Because premium bait's worth a fortune. I couldn't live on the wages of a guardsman forever.
What?
You kidnap children for money? You utter scum.
Heisman would hate Jeffrey Epstein. Good for him. Good for him. Did you get her a mariachi band? Fucking even better, man. Private opera singer.
This from a bloody-eyed Eugene.
Okay.
Look to your own sins, sir. You weren't just stripped of your knighthood. You were exiled.
What?
You're a coward who's been living in the hole you deserve. Didn't pretend you can play it justice now.
You looked up his whole backstory?
You foil!
No, 'tis true in part.
Okay, well, Heisman, let's not let this get ourselves down.
'Tis why I stand here now.
Ooh.
I ran from my past and turned away from my pain. You prey on innocent lives. Your sin will be repaid. Yet I cannot condemn you alone. Not when I could not see past my own suffering. Not when I locked myself away to be alone with my pain.
O lodestar, who falters in memory, O thou anguished traveler, thy long stagnant stance
Do we know what this means?
broken. Now choose thy path.
Oh, baby! That's it.
My choice is already made.
He's gotta join up. He's gotta join up.
You can't erase your
Heisme the
past.
goat?
All you can do is take it in hand and reshape your future.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
Chosen a noble
That's
party.
awesome. Okay.
Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities are thy light. O lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path,
Yeah.
awaken.
Awaken, awaken. Sorry, League of Legends. The habits die hard. God, he's fucking awesome. Bats normally have smaller hearts, so I'm really at best teammate, best teammate. The people have spoken. God, he is so fucking cool.
I am Heisme Noctul.
Legends Noctul, that's cool as shit.
Depends not upon birth, by these hands soiled or sinless. I fight!
Oh, he's the best to ever do it. I thought he was a rabbit. Well, you know, we each are... The rogue? Heisme the rogue, perchance? Yeah, oh, that's a rogue stance if ever I've seen one. That's rogued as hell. There's no shot there's anything other than rogue.
Apologies, but I cannot do this alone.
Don't worry.
Go! Rip them apart!
On guard!
Send forth 3 mutts. So, are we gonna have a party of 4? That's the question. We're about to find out.
You will not escape me! Out of my way, fiends!
What's going on? He just started fighting with us. And even he awakened to his power.
Wait, but where is he?
Perchance 'tis through your influence that the...
Yeah.
Oh, is this what Moore was talking about?
I don't
Young
know.
man, you seem the most adept with this magic.
Oh, you noticed? That's so... Yeah, thank you.
I will strike at your direction, if you might spare it. Rest assured, I once stood among the Shadow Guard, and the years have not dulled my edge.
Don't worry. Oh, we do get 4 actions. Thief. So we have weak, dark, physical slash. Let's go this one. It's probably dark is their weakness if we just got...
I will fight merchant.
Unlock synthesis, all reset. Removes nearly all beneficial effects from all enemies.
Merchant.
Not great for us right now, but it could be very useful in the future. What if I just gunned you down? Okay, you would be completely fine with that. Got it? Well, how do you do about getting electrocuted? All right, you're completely chill with it.
Power of kings.
Look at him go. What synthesis you got? Okay, so we'd be able to use damage to all from that. What we got here? Dark sword.
Apologies. Would you
Not
finish
much.
it?
Well, that sucks. Scratch. Skills are currently forgotten. Okay, I guess it's not bad.
I won't hold back.
It's not what I'm hoping for, but whatever. If we hit a crit, this is so worth it. If we don't, we did hit our crit. Poison shot kills this one, 100%.
I stand ready. To you.
Pass this one over. Steals a rare item. The higher your agility, the higher the success rate. Steal. Couldn't steal from it. Heisman, I'm not saying that you've done bad. I'm just... Why didn't they give him an advantaged element for the first fight you have him? That's crazy to me. He is already rank 4 with it. Good for him. Good for him. He's been putting in work, putting in the hours and taking what's ours.
Stop!
That'll stop him. What? But you said it out loud, Stroll. Okay, fucker. Put up a wall.
The bastard got away.
Oh, did he now?
But the children are safe.
Good. You saved them, Heisme.
There's still a way bigger issue in front of us, but yeah, we have saved these kids for sure.
You know that I used to have a child of my own.
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty good at hide and seek. You would not believe how small of a jar he can fit in.
My son. He was killed.
Well, you know. Anywho, I kind of assumed as such, seeing as he would probably be far younger than you.
I could not even protect my own flesh and blood. Who could call me a knight?
I just had a mini PTSD episode from hearing the words flesh and blood. Sorry. That took me off guard. If you're wondering why. I have one friend who is obsessed with the card game Flesh and Blood. I don't think a day has gone by that I've talked to him in the past 4 months. Every time we've talked, I've had to hear so much about the card game. I just had a little bit of like a holy shit.
Since then, I've wondered what I had left to live for, and found few answers.
But now you got us, Heismay. Welcome to the party, my man.
Is that why you lived in such a dangerous place? That you might be...
We need to chase down Morris first. He said something kind of weird back there.
Premium sacrifices?
Regarding the watchdogs.
Oh.
He said they gradually turned more horrific the more the monster grew.
Do you think that's the effect of the melancholia? I expect anything further in will be even more malformed then.
Well, good, because those guys were easy as hell.
This in the basement of the lady's own domain. Clearly, someone is invested in Morris's efforts. But who would finance this?
Here's a good question.
I can't say for certain. Still, from the very beginning, this has felt beyond the realm of any sane, moral person.
And to think this started as a simple bounty contract. We've set foot in something far bigger, I think.
Oh, do you? Oh, you believe the guy who might be taking sacrifices to feed to a giant monster might be a little bit larger than kids might be going missing? Yeah, well, could be.
Let's get these
Flip a
poor
coin and we can
youngsters
tell.
back to Baden for now.
Sure.
Why did our rank go up so much? Did anybody, after saving the children? Oh, they know that we are the heroes.
You saved the wee ones' lives. We can't thank you enough.
But Morris is still behind it.
It was thanks to your help, too.
Yeah.
I know this is difficult to hear, but Morris had a hand in this the whole time.
I would...
He confessed as much to us.
Don't say had a hand in it like he was not the one who was going, I would... And I'd kill 100 more children if it would save this company. He was Mr. Water Noose, my man.
I found out the man's been struggling to pay off all manner of gambling debts.
Dang.
I'll round up the guard and search the whole bloody castle for him.
I hate to see a fellow gambler go out that way. I'm sorry, Morris. Poor man.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you'd be outmatched. However, it would be a great help to us if your guards could prevent anyone from leaving the grounds.
Considering everything, I can't help but think the Lady Joanna's got to be in on this somehow.
I kind of agree with Stroll on this one.
The woman is a respected sanctoress. Besides which, she's the one who funded the initial request.
Because she has to do something if children are missing.
I'll tell you this. Hard as we've looked, we can't find a sniff of Lady Joanna herself.
Yerp. You gotta skip town when you're guilty.
Whoever we find down there, we're not going to stay our blades. Any objections?
None. Not a one.
None for me. Do as you will, and I'll trust in Lady Joanna's innocence. Indeed, for all we know, the culprit may be holding her hostage.
Stroll, wow, I'm so proud of you for actually thinking for once. He's been... Let's just say the DVD logo right now is on a great rotation of just going... Here, I'll use myself as a demonstration. Just going like... He's in a perfect line right now. He's in his element and thriving. And it's hard to, do anything other than love him for it. All right, let me move myself over a bit. There we go. Should be right around here. I don't know. If it's slightly off, it is what it is. In order to break free from the princess curse, I'll need to make In order to break the princess curse, I'll need to make an impression during the tournament. Must accomplish something that would catch Luis's eye. Besides, I think we're the only ones who can handle getting to the bottom of this, and we'll do it, not just for ourselves, but for the town as well.
I too have a score that needs settling. I cannot let these atrocities continue, especially not in my name.
You wanna know what he reminded me of? When he was like, I too have a score that needs settling. The one episode of SpongeBob where he lost his identity, and there's the two people talking at the bar, and it pans over to SpongeBob. I lost something once.
I believe in you.
Heisme, a traditional warrior burdened by his past, has now become your ally. Okay, you could have gave him a better note than that. That's fucked up. But thank you. I'm very happy to have him.
Oceania in a matter of days. We've little time to tarry here.
I wasn't planning on tarrying at all,
Our
man.
foes may be strong, but they're also trapped like rats in the basement.
Okay, it's not so bad, by the way.
To get in and out.
Just so I want to make this abundantly clear, it's not bad at all to be a rat. So we can all just Stroll accidentally said it like it was a slur or something. Being a rat is awesome, for one. But for two, we can, yeah, I agree, we should do this quickly. I left Heisme to calm down a little in the gauntlet runner, as he wished, and decided to return to the inn with everyone else.
What now?
So, let's see what his color scheme is. Yeah, don't love it on Brawler. Don't love it on Healer. My issue is it's too similar. Cause like, there was someone else who was very similar. Maybe it was just me I was thinking of. Yeah, it's so similar to the main character's color scheme. Not that I'm against it. I'm sure it'll look really sick in some of them. But it's such a similar color scheme. That one's pretty good. That one's sick. That's probably my favorite one for his color scheme. I love how the Seeker looks for that one. How's the Warrior look? Warrior's alright. It's funny to see him using that big ass sword, man. Get that out of his hands, dude. Nameless Katana. This one's for the weebs. Plunder life, drains HP, plunder magic. Okay, I mean, he's kind of cool with it. I'll give him that. What do I want him to be? I mean, he could be our merchant for a while, I guess. Archetype masteries. Our highest archetype mastery is actually on Hulkenberg. Probably because I've had her wear so many hats. She just jumps around to everything. Yeah, Heisme's got like nothing going for him, but somewhat by design. We've also not checked out Sword Master at all. Slash to all, increases evasion against slash, deals medium slash, deals heavy physical slash to all, increases basic attack. Also, his design is sick as fuck for the Sword Master. The Sword Master looks cool as hell. Our closest would probably be Stroll, and he's not even that close to it. Dude, that's such a sick design. I'm actually probably pretty close on that. Yeah, I'm rank 6. I'm just as close. That's so cool. But I never even looked at how sick he looks. How's this one look? I'm sorry. That's just not cool. No offense. It's just like, what are we doing here, man? I don't fuck with that hat at all. I think the normal knight's cooler, honestly. Yeah, I think the mohawk up top is cooler than whatever this is. It's like they took my mohawk and cut it in half and then unfurled it cartoonishly. It's like the Grinch's mohawk. Do like Gunner a lot. I think Gunner's a very strong class. We're getting somewhat close to that one. It's going to be until rank 8 before we're able to do this one, which will require Merchant rank 20. So we'll finish up getting this one. Got moth antenna as a helmet. It's just not sick, unfortunately. I wish that it were. This one I love still. I like the Brawler a lot. I don't know if I'll continue using him too much going forward. We've already got Mage at rank 14, but that's because Mage goes crazy. I didn't like Healer much at all. What do I need for more? Does anybody remember what more needs right now? Am I allowed to leave? Thinking about heading to the castle basement, it's too dangerous to try at night. Let's head up. Don't worry, I wasn't thinking about doing that at all, so it led me out. Then yeah, no, I promise you I was not thinking that even remotely. Rest up for tomorrow.
Gone to shite, this has.
So I shall. And just like that, should I turn in for the day? Let's rest. Please. Please. Please let the age of the new king draw nearer. That's all I ask. No, there's something actually happening late at night. Maybe because so much happened, but I'm finding it hard to sleep. Maybe I'll go back to the Gauntlet Runner and read in the evening breeze. Can't sleep, lad?
Can't sleep, lad?
Oh.
As it happens, I'm a bit restless myself.
Sorry, I didn't realize I paid the voice actor for this scene.
That a novel there? Don't see many carrying those around. Bit of an odd question, but what's your real aim as a group?
You ever heard of racism, Heisman? We don't like it that much. We're kind of based because we don't like that at all. We're just a group of stragglers.
We're just a group of like-minded stragglers.
That's plain from the look of you.
Okay, well, you don't have to. I mean, like, you're not wrong.
In any case, suppose it's not my place to ask.
No, you're. Oh, Heisman. Come on. Come on, Heisman. Come on. My man. Oh, this makes us brothers.
Lad. Just water.
Dude, I saw this in One Piece. This means we're officially. Oh my
Back where I grew
god.
up, there was nobody like you lot. Just you chiefs. I've
Okay.
never been accepted by other tribes, and 'tis no mystery why. We're nocturnal, we look worlds apart, and there's so few of us. Not enough for any political sway.
Well, don't you worry. With us
Our
together.
elders only ever thought of short-term alliances, loyalties changeable as the wind. We relied on their power, not ours, and resigned ourselves to that.
Heisman, you are so different then, because you're the GOAT.
Oh, I loathed it. Even as a child. I hadn't been cowed into considering myself lesser. I honed my skills that the city's majority might accept me. And I'll not say it was fruitless. I was accepted into the knighthood of the royal capital. I felt like my fellows and strangers alike accepted me as an equal. Fool that I was.
But hey, I trust you as an equal, Heisman.
They never really wanted me among the true knights. Just in the Shadow Guard, where my deeds were dirtier and kept secret. Equal and lesser in the same breath.
Well, hey, I strokes his hair lovingly. I wouldn't treat you like that, Heisman.
Ultimately, once my superiors realized I wouldn't abide their self-serving orders, they stripped me of the title I'd fought for. And little by little, I lost everything else.
Then what the hell was that other guy talking about? You got nothing to talk about. You're a disgraced knight. Heisman was over here like, hey man, I'm not gonna just go kill innocent people for no reason. Fine, get out. Yeah, you know what? Heisman's got a lot of baggage there. I guess he didn't kill innocent people, unlike this knight who's clearly morally superior. He's painted himself as the Chad Wojak. We can't win
My
now.
son died. I'd failed
You
to
didn't
protect
fail
him.
to protect him.
And despite everything I felt, I'd resigned myself to being powerless. Just like the damned elders I'd hated so much.
Make sure you really emphasize elders, not elders. I need you to emphasize that, because otherwise you're hate criming me, Heisman.
But you know, you lot have helped me realize something. I'd thought for a long time that if I wanted to feel accepted, instead of being the eternal outsider, I'd need power, status, some mighty patron nobody could defy.
Say status one more time, because I didn't like how you said it. Status? I don't like that at all. I know that voice actor from somewhere. All right, fine, I'll look him up. It does sound somewhat familiar. Don't ignore that TikTok you heard for half a second. That was just Fergus. Anyways, Heisman voice actor. Behind the voices. Hazme is voiced by Felipe Spall, who has also been some people in A Plague Tale. That's it. Holy shit, just people in A Plague Tale. But nobody important in A Plague Tale in a sense. Fergus, my favorite alien. Holy shit, I can't believe that I could actually just say it was Fergus and somebody got it. Yes, precise. Yep, yes. That was it. I was watching one of the... How did anybody else... Whoa, that's crazy. I thought that was just my For You page. I've never had anybody else get the reference when I said it was Fergus. I'm so proud right now.
I wasn't really looking to swear myself to some superior. I only wanted not to be alienated for who and what I am. I just needed allies. Friends.
But I am curious about another thing. But also, by the way, we are absolutely going to be best friends with him. Don't worry about that. But before that, I want to see the Japanese voice actor. I wonder how many other roles. No way. Sorry. I was just the first one that I saw is such a goated pull. What a crazy one. Dude. Hazme's Japanese voice actor is the same voice actor as two characters that I love. One, Adachi from Like a Dragon. The old man detective, he voices Adachi. That's cool as shit. Two, he voices Uvobach from Hunter x Hunter, the member of the Phantom Troop that, well, I don't want to spoil it because if anybody hasn't seen Hunter x Hunter, I have to recommend that so insanely heavily. Please, for me, if you love me for who I am, please watch Hunter x Hunter, man. I love Hunter x Hunter so much. I've seen it. Yeah. Oh, how much? Oh, that's so sick. Those are some goated roles. They were like the first two I saw, and I was like, I'm good. Nobody's topping those two, except for me if I'm lucky. Stupid ass. My fault. From now on, we're friends.
We're friends.
Hell yeah.
A free spirit, are you? It'll be my pleasure then.
And just like that, we have Hazme. Great sound effect. That was my laugh. That was my awesome and cool laugh. Where I sounded really...
Aloof hermit, Hazme. Within
Didn't have to call him an
dwells
aloof
the
hermit.
virtue of the thief. Nurture thy bond with him.
Oh, don't worry, I
and
will.
A new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
I've got a feeling we're looking at my first rank 8 of all the friendship ones. Of all of the bonds. This will be that one.
Perhaps our fates are bound somehow.
You can now study the thief archetype. Goes right down there. The thief is stored in the lower shin. As we all know, when Leonardo was drawing that one out, Da Vinci was like, yeah, hold on. I've almost got this human done. Where should I put the thief in him? Oh yeah, he got that shit right down here. You can sense the heroic embodiment of the thief from Hazme. You can now study the thief in academia. Yep. I got it, actually. You didn't have to let me know all that, but I got you.
If my boy was still alive, he'd be about your age. Though he'd look absolutely nothing like you, of course.
Okay, well, you don't know that. Puberty is wild, man. Could be he could look precisely like me. Smells like salt in here. Yeah. Forgot to shower this morning. That's on me. Hello, Derp. Hi, welcome in. Meet my goat, Hazme. Look at him over there. We kind of look alike. I love Hazme. He's so goated, man.
As long as we're both awake, might I have a look at that old novel of yours?
Yeah, it's kind of I mean, you'll come to your own conclusion. Everyone else has. Let's see what he has to say. Oh wait, he's reading a different part of it.
So, this is a fantasy novel.
Yeah, well, yes, you can tell because there's no racism. Hi, Salt. How is so I've been a good mod and watched One Piece and lurking, not modding. Good school. Don't worry, there was only one bot account who showed up. That's a record all-time high for being almost 3 hours into a stream of this one. When are we doing more JJK? Dude, I want to watch it so bad. I want to watch it so bad. Y'all are watching JJK? Yeah, no spoilers. If you guys put any spoilers in chat, disowned, disavowed, and disemboweled. in that order. We are very early on. We are currently, where are you two? Yeah, three. Spoopy Joseph is also involved. The three of us are watching it together. Neither of us have, between all three of us, we know nothing about it. We're completely blind and just watching it for the first time together. So, right now, Gojo is training, can't remember the main character's name right now. Why do I keep wanting to say Itadori? Is it Itadori? Yeah, I feel like it's not Itadori, but it's the only name that's coming to mind right now. But I don't know why. Yuji? Is it Yuji Itadori? Please tell me it's Yuji Itadori, because otherwise I'm gonna feel like an idiot. Anyways, he's training Itadori. Itadori is his last name? Okay. He's training him to use cursed energy. Right now he's watching movies with a little plushie. We are watching episode 7 next. That's another way to put it. Yeah, at the end of the episode, Gojo had Volcano Headman land right next to him. But Derp, the cool thing is, I'm off work for all of next week, and it's pretty easy for me to hop on to Discord just to watch from pretty much anywhere. So I can actually watch at a decent time for your time zone for once. Talk about an insane pull. You no longer have to stay up till 1 a.m. just to watch a show. It's awesome. But for anybody who's missing the context, I'm in the US, Derp is EU. Bit of a time zone difference. I'm sure that's, what am I kidding? Everybody who watches my stream is European. I already know this.
This section seems to describe the Utopia's approach to discrimination. Let's see here.
Oh, they love it.
In this world, discrimination and inequality are forbidden by law.
Hazme, please do the Shrek opening and close the book and be like, as if that would ever happen.
It is a sin to impose injustice due to one's appearance, lineage, or birth. This is the accord established between the people and the state.
We Europeans just enjoy rats? Careful. You're treading on another bubonic plague if you take another step here. And trust me, I'm ready. If there's one thing Salt and Slices is good at, and you can quote me on this, I'm so good at spreading.
Well. What a world that would be. I don't imagine our land will get there for another century or 5.
Yeah, well, not if I'm king. That only happened if there's more rat kissers. They can't be stopped. All right?
Still, I cannot help but wonder whether those ideals would please an entire population. You cannot pretend at diversity without acknowledging individual differences.
Ooh.
Some will be judged as strong, while others marked as weak.
Ooh, Heisman is the first one who didn't blindly go along with it and is saying, while I do see the benefits behind it, there's also you can't just say everyone's equal, you have to acknowledge the differences between people, which is what makes us different. And I mean, like, that's a very fair point, but I don't think you read the whole novel. I think you read one page, but...
Equal competition doesn't mean equal footing. Their very aims of freedom and balance could spell doom for the striving weak. I wonder how we might ever achieve a true utopia, where everyone could be happy.
I like Hazme a lot.
This awakened power is meant to be wielded in service of my beliefs.
Also, real quick, to go back to the rat kissers thing, I think that one video of that one, it was like a talking rat named Reggie, that has done irreparable damage to people. They want to kiss rats more than ever. Y'all need to watch / read Chainsaw Man, because I need people to talk about that peak series. I saw all of season 1. Is season 2 out yet? Because if season 2 is out, then I'm fucking dropping the ball. But if it's not out, I've definitely seen all of season 1. I watched that as it was airing week to week, just waiting for the next episode to drop. And God, the intro to Chainsaw Man is still one of my favorite anime intros. Yeah, I think I saw some of season 1. Season 1 was really good. One of my favorite characters was the guy who trained them at the mentor who trained them at the graveyard. I like that guy a lot. We got news on the movie today or tomorrow. So are they doing it Demon Slayer style, where they have like their 6 seasons, then they do a movie with an insanely high budget, and then they're gonna go back to doing more? Wow, Derp forgot to say hi back. That's it. I'm stripping you of your mod privilege. So we have rules around here. Rules that are made to be followed. Rule number 1, no racism. Rule number 2, no homophobia. Rule number 3, refer back to rules 1 and 2 if you're unsure of what to do. There's probably other things that would probably fall into the kind of like those rules. I should write them out someday so they actually do exist somewhere. Granted, realistically, I'm a tyrant and this is my chat. So even if I do ban you and you're like, but I didn't break any rules, well, too bad, buddy. I get to click the button. So, yeah, well, I banned Salted Slices streamer. Oh man. All right, guys, we'll raid into Derp now. See you guys tomorrow. We had to get it done eventually.
Then, no matter who calls it naive or foolish, I will always use it to save the weak.
God, I love Heisman. What a goated character. Men will literally just see one fuzzy little guy and say he's the— yes, I will. Yes, I will say he's the best character.
And the age of a new king draws near.
Oh, it's finally here. I said all I wanted was the age of a new king to draw nearer, and it's happened. No, never banning Salt. Yes! Yes! Excellent, so, we're here. Today we explore the depths beneath the castle. Use caution as we've both Morris and monsters to contend with. If you don't think we can handle this yet, we can go somewhere else and build up our strength first. We still have time to prepare if we need. Indeed, I've only been introduced to these new powers. Regardless, I leave the matter in your hands, Captain. So, we have 2 roads diverged in a yellow wood, and I took the one less traveled. You know what I mean? If you don't, read some fucking— I think it was it Robert Frost? I think it's Robert Frost, right? Hold on. Let me look it up. It's the quote that everybody uses on their yearbooks. 2 roads diverged in a yellow wood, and I took the road less traveled. Yeah. But like, who's the author? I was so right. It's Robert Frost. God, I'm a poet expert. Ask me about Edgar Allan Poe next, because that's the only other one I could know. I guess, does his count as poetry? Because I learned about him in a poetry unit, but like, I wouldn't count Telltale Heart as poetry, right? Yeah, it's underneath the floorboard, sure, but like, that doesn't— does that make it a poem? A mission with a deadline has begun. Meet up with your allies at Blindwell Alley to delve into the Brigante castle's underground. Besides challenging the castle, you can also strengthen your party during your mission period by taking on requests in town or by improving your bonds with followers. Storm the castle and apprehend the true culprit behind the kidnapping before the deadline passes. There's something in that castle. We head over to Blind Alley Well. Today's stores have sales, so it might be a good idea to buy some stuff. Got it. So, here are the 2 roads that have diverged in the yellow wood.
All right, where to?
Yes, we have the castle here. Can we like not do— okay, fine. So we've got the castle to contend with, right? We've still got to do that for sure.
What would the gods do?
But that's not all we have. Because if I go over here, we've also got—
everyone's here.
Whenever it will load up.
Now then.
Now, how far do I run her? We can go down here. And once we loot all of the stuff that's here, we will be able to get a new archetype unlocked. And what was his name? Calculus? Calcius? This is Calcius's request. So we'd be able to do that in time and be back to have it unlocked. Alternatively, we can rush to catch the true culprit, but then I worry you just outscale the abandoned tomb. But maybe this is to stop you from running before you complete the other one, because maybe this is too strong of an enemy for right now. So then we can— I'm not 100% sure. Also, these guys won't shut up while I'm thinking. But those are currently my ideas. Check Watchtower, not at all what I want. I just want to depart. So between those, we do have options. And I'm not 100% sure which one we'll do. Is this— I'm ready to accept the truth no matter how ugly. More than anything, I'm begging you to save Martira.
More people.
Okay. There's nothing nicer than well-made menus. The menus are very coherently made, and I like them a lot, especially the party screen. Look at my goat down there. Excuse me, sir. He asked for no pickles. Look at him. What an absolute goated character. God, he's so sick. All right. We'll right up here get a new weapon for Heisme because I don't have any katanas. Love the glimmer in his eyes. It's the hope that hasn't left him yet. He hasn't gone on twitter.com yet. That's how you can tell. The first thing that goes when you go on twitter.com is that gleam of hope in your eyes. That's for sure the first one they drop. Sanctors, it's better, increases fire. I don't mind that though. Increases ice attack. Oh, both of these are just stronger than what I'm using right now. That's cool. What else we got? Sandglass Katana is new, but precisely what we're looking for. Goddamn, I'm playing with a maxed out Star-Lord. Star-Lord is insanely fun, but there is something that not everybody tells you about him that is very true. You can only get maximum DPS on Star-Lord if you play Come and Get Your Love while you're playing it. Not everyone's ready to tell you that, but if you aren't listening to it, he does 30% less damage. The game's able to tell.
You be real.
Now you put it on, you're all good. You're back. Nondescript clothes that make it easy to slip away allows for evasive movements. These are expensive, but insanely goated for a lot of characters. These give magic +3, which would make them better option for any of our mage classes.
Indeed.
So much so that I think it's worthwhile to hold on to one of them. Now, can I sell anything I have here? It's not much. It's not much. The most expensive thing we had was the period T, which, don't I know it? It's Peridot. Okay, yeah, true. What time is it? What time is it? We've been live almost 3 hours. I'm mainly debating because I'm starving, by the way, and I'd like to eat before it's like midnight so I don't just eat a bunch of calories before I go to bed. Hey Derp, if I end stream, do you want to watch an episode of JJK? Just wondering, just floating that out there. I've got to cook food first. It would probably be about 20 minutes because I'm not going to cook anything huge. It's going to be a pre-made thing, but I've got to boil the water, all that kind of stuff. Okay, why am I acting like it's some... What am I adding like some hidden thing? It's literally bulldog ramen that I was going to cook. But like, if I do that, would you be down to? He's hooked. I am hooked. I am very hooked. But also, it's because this is such a good stopping point. Because anything else that I start will add an extra 2 hours onto stream. I'll get a snack and a sandwich too. All right, say less. I think that this is a really good stopping point though. Bulldog ramen's delicious. I've got a flavor I've never tried that I'm very excited to try. Because normally I just do your very generic, the extra spicy one, but then I don't even use the entire package. So there's the question of why do you even bother doing the extra spicy one? And that's a great question, one that I don't think I could ever answer for you. The one that I just got that I've never even heard any grumblings about whatsoever, so it might be horrible, right? Is... I think it was like 4 cheese. It was like quattro cheese bulldog ramen. I have never heard of it. Is it carbonara? No, that was the other one. They were both like pink bags and I had never seen either of them. And so I'm trying one of them today and then I'll probably try the other one next time I go back to H Mart. Yo, I need that. That's what I'm saying. It sounds delectable. So I was like, I gotta try this one. So let me just like triple make sure I'm good to save. Also, Spoopy Joe, you're cool if we do that, correct? Spoopy Joseph, the Joe Smeister. These are all nicknames he loves, by the way. Everybody's allowed to call him that. You could call him like the world God only Joes. He likes that one a lot. Yeah, he likes all of those a lot. So you should call him all of those. Salted Slices Mukbang. I hate the noise of people eating. I've never understood the appeal of mukbang, but maybe it's just because I've only seen the like eating my entire body weight 70 times over in Taco Bell. You need to tell me how it tastes. All right. I will give a full update on the flavor because I'm excited. I'm very excited. But yeah, I'm gonna go cook that real quick. All that kind of stuff. Ending YouTube stream now. Thank you so much for coming out, YouTube.